It's Opie, it's Anthony, it's little Jimmy Norton, it's Bill Burr playing Carolines tonight, and tomorrow night, 212-757-4100. Then you got Jim Jefferies over there playing the Stress Factory. How was Vinny's club last night? Good?
It was excellent. Yeah, it was really good.
Did he sell a lot of chicken wings? Because he gets very concerned if he doesn't eat sell enough chicken wings.
I wasn't sure how the food situation went, but he's a good club owner, man. He doesn't drop the check off until the show's over.
That's great.
You know what I mean?
Every other shit club in the country drops a check on you. Vinny is phenomenal for that.
That makes
no check.
all the difference. No check until you get off stage.
Fucking headlining, and you got to the last 20 minutes or 15 minutes is fucking fighting with patrons arguing over the check.
And that's like the stairway. And that's like the stairway to heaven of your whole set too. You're ramping up to get off the stage.
I'm just starting to take off my outfits and play the music.
I don't think people know how annoying that check thing is.
It's ridiculous. Because usually your last bit, you want to hit them strong and hard, and they're too busy trying to figure out who drank and ate what.
How much did you eat? I didn't have any of that.
Oh, God, they're whispering.
Yeah, but this is why I got to give men credit, man. Men just grab for the credit card, and one of them throws it down.
Yeah, it's like enough already.
But women can fucking chat all day about how much someone... Like a hen night, like a bachelorette party.
Hen night.
They're fucking... Yeah, we're talking... I love it. Hen night, we call them stag do's as well. Like, not bachelor parties, a stag do. Hen and stag.
Yeah. But Vinny does the right thing. I don't know why other club owners don't do it. Well, they want to get you in and out because they have other shows
the worst
waiting.
one ever. Remember back in the day? Remember Stand Up New York?
Yes.
Stand Up New York would just carpet bomb the entire room with checks, and you would just literally go from killing to feeling like a crazy guy in a bus station, yelling that the world is going to end.
But they actually stopped doing that, and they would make the MC do the check. It was a nightmare spot, the check spot.
Because they would do the whole. Usually, like clubs, if they're going to do it, they'll do it in sections to try to help you out. Well, this section won't pay attention, everybody else will. Then this section. They would just come in and just fucking the whole room.
Carpet bomb.
Or start in the back at least so you guys don't see it happening right in front of you if they have to do it.
They should do it afterwards.
Of course
and just
they
make them fucking show a ticket to get out.
Well, you know, in the UK, there is no table service in comedy clubs. They have intervals.
That's
you can only buy your drinks during intervals.
That's great.
Intervals, really?
Yeah.
I like the intervals.
Yeah, so you have an
Halftime.
act, and then you have 20 minutes to go chat about the act, and then you go in and see the next one. And you can only buy your drinks during the intervals. The clubs actually sell more drinks because people overestimate how much they drink. They're like, okay, you're not going to be able to drink.
You don't want to be stuck.
Yeah, you can't be buying a drink while the show's on. So everyone's like, oh, I got to get 4 beers. And it's only like each interval's like an hour long, right? So you're like,
you're right.
You guys are just not in a hurry.
Yeah, the tables are
kind of cute.
with jugs.
America, it's everything now.
Oh yeah,
there you have intervals. You take your damn time.
People don't get up during the show to go to the toilet. There's no waitresses walking around. It's fucking great.
Hey,
capitalism. Let's just keep the whole thing going.
Yeah.
Get them in, get them out, get them back in, get them out.
They also can't do 3 shows in a night because the shows take they're too leisurely to fit in.
Sure.
Yeah.
We're being rude. We haven't introduced Ian Halperin. He brought the party from last night into the studio. I see. There's a few people with you.
Incidentally, Ian has very good legs. I never realized that until this moment. Very, very fucking calf-oriented legs. Great cams.
That's
tan.
That's
well-structured.
That's His Highness for you guys.
Yeah, this is His Highness. I brought Le Roi over here, the French version of His Highness.
Bonjour, UK, hein? Paris, London.
I'm Australian.
Bon. And you told me that Opie and Anthony are big in France.
Ah ouais, mais which one is Opie là? Which one?
Right.
You Opie?
Yeah.
Bon, Anthony, I'm sorry,
Anthony.
but the French,
and
they say you have to shave. The moustache, c'est quoi la moustache?
Hey.
Why la moustache?
Hey,
You don't like his mustache?
I spoke last night. I called my ex-mistress a mistress.
Yeah.
And she said, tell Opie, I love him.
Oh.
I think
I'm sorry.
French guy could have
Don't
an
be
affair
mad
and
with
go,
me because
mistress.
it says away.
Sorry.
Fermez la bouche.
I know you're not used to hair under the lip. You're used to them under a chick's arms.
America, man.
Now the French.
Oh, man.
I tell you what, we invented lingerie. So there.
Lingerie.
All right. How can you prove that? Do you have like an Orville Wilbur Wright sort of picture of the first threesome?
I call Lafayette. He tell me, okay.
The original made out of sticks or something?
Ian, he's the French version
We
of you?
invented the sneeze. I mean, how do you prove shit like that?
He's called Le Roi Médelgi, and I also brought Michael Jackson's chef.
You used to cook for Michael Jackson?
She used to cook for Madonna, Brad Pitt. You know,
3 snow peas.
Brad Pitt credited her with... it's not Angie Jolie who he credits for changing his life. It was her.
Really?
She cooked for him. She got him in shape for Troy. She was his personal chef.
Oh, yeah?
That's true.
And, you know, I brought her here because hopefully
in that movie.
she's single, and hopefully she's going to leave this studio not single. So,
and get you all in shape.
so we're all looking at Anthony here.
Anthony, we take home Michael Jackson's ex-chef there?
And she's Canadian to boot. MJ's ex-chef in the last few months of his life is from Montreal.
Oh, man.
Wow. And he was looking so healthy towards the end as well.
Yeah, that's great for your resume.
It's from all the great cooking.
The cooking was
That's
so
really good for your
Yeah,
resume.
I don't really want to be credited with that.
Leave that off.
Yes.
Did you ever see him with the nose off? Like just the whole... Like, did you ever see just the whole...
That's a great
like,
question.
Like, you know when you wake up and you haven't done your hair, did he ever walk out without a nose?
I never saw that, no.
But you know it did snap off, right, didn't it?
I heard that rumor, yes.
That's why they couldn't resuscitate him properly. You have to pinch the nose.
Oh, man. Oh, come on.
What's up, Jim?
That's
Hey, he's a little gruff, though. You know, there's a language barrier here. You just listen to him.
Well, you know, there's no nose. You press...
Oh, man.
Uh-oh, the French guy's not happy with that. French guy.
Wait a minute.
I like the
Wait
French,
a
but
minute.
I always think the French, even when they're speaking French, seem like they don't know their own language. They're always halfway through a word, and then they're like,
I tell you, it's all in the smell. It's all in the smell. You don't know if you don't have the scent of the woman.
Ah, yes.
Okay? Here, the American
Why do
woman...
they act like they're the only ones who fuck chicks? I don't get it.
They're too
You see,
clean
see,
here.
woman, really? Really? What
he's right,
what
though.
is
He's
that?
right.
Too clean here.
They're like
You
two,
can't
they're
get
like
the
two
flavor.
SNL characters from 1986.
Yeah, he's
We're
right.
here to pump you up.
what do I do wrong?
You need the flavor here. They're too clean. It's you go in there and it's like walking in a hospital. I'm sorry, it does not turn me on.
Yep.
Voilà. Thank you.
Oh, so you like a little bit of dirt and a little bit of skank.
Napoleon used to write to Josephine saying, "I'll be home in 3 days from war. Please don't wash."
Yep.
Oh, really?
Well, I like that, too.
If
He
your
likes-
cock smells like a trench, you want the same from her.
That's why he kept his hand in his jacket like that. His fingers stunk.
That's right. Because he kept the smell for the whole month.
Napoleon was like their Gary Coleman.
Yeah. He was so short he just came up to her knees.
Well, that went down very well. Very well. This microphone doesn't work. Does it work? This thing?
No, it's on.
It's working.
It's on. Your stupid American microphones do not
They
work.
don't. What you have to do is you
Why?
Ian,
We
we invented the windscreen. You put it on so subtly.
let's talk to Ian for a
There's no
second.
microphone, just people
Ian.
yelling loudly.
Why are you so mellow today?
Hey, I'm just enjoying New York. You know, it was a late night last night.
Jimmy went to the premiere of your Michael Jackson flick.
and I'm so happy he came.
Yeah, it was very good. It was, where's it going to be shown? It
It's
wasn't a
the
traditional
first
movie.
film ever to be shown in over 50 countries on the same day in different languages.
When are
We're
they showing
making
it?
history here.
When are they showing it?
They're showing it June 25th, the 1-year anniversary of MJ's death.
Okay.
What channel?
In the U.S., it's the TV Guide channel.
I haven't even bought any ribbons or anything.
I
No
know.
decorations.
Great station. TV Guide channel's
TV
on
Guide
the way.
channel.
They're making some noise.
They're
they're
trying
coming
to do
back.
something because they're actually they took it off the cable system's basic thing and put it on the premium and shoved it up a few things, a few channel
Oh,
numbers.
really?
But you know
Yeah, because they're going to make a move where they're showing some TV
Some
shows
real stuff.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have Curb Your Enthusiasm now,
Yeah.
and they got His Highness.
And they have His Highness. So how could it lose? How could it go wrong?
We're going through the ceiling.
I don't doubt it.
Hey, does the chef have any Michael Jackson stories for us? Anything good?
Did you ever see him in his pajamas? Did you ever see? Give us some.
Yeah, give us some Michael Jackson
His
stuff.
pajamas and someone else's pajamas.
That was a pedophile joke.
Of course it was.
I actually only have great things to say about him.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's super sweet. super generous.
Did you meet his horrible father? He's awful.
No, I did not.
His father is awful.
I like the dad. Look, all I'm saying is, right, I wouldn't be the successful man I am if my mother didn't beat me. And I just think a bit of discipline, like, you can't get a fucking 6-year-old to dance that good without fucking hitting him.
You need to slap. I say slap. Slap.
Would he really take his fork and rub it over Michael's zits when he was a teenager?
Yeah, he really did that.
Wow. What, you learned that in the movie, Jimmy?
I found myself, I'm still not convinced that Michael wasn't a pedophile, but I'm no longer 100% convinced that he was. It really did raise a lot of questions.
Well, that's literally how I feel.
I don't think he was, but I think there was a crime nonetheless. You can't, as a man.
I hate the fact that he's actually said this to himself alone, and like this is like a Bob Kelly moment. This is a rehearsed thing. I think there was a crime nonetheless. It's not something you improv.
No, but it's,
no one has ever improved that.
If I could interject.
No, but you can't be a 40-year-old man and sleep in bed with kids. It doesn't matter if you don't fuck them. You just can't.
Well, you know, who said anything about sleep?
It's like, you can't use the argument that he was childlike. Like, I'm a childish guy. You can't, you know, still frowned upon.
Yeah. Well, the chef's giving us nothing. You want to cook something? I'm so hungry.
What was his favorite? Did he really like Kentucky Fried Chicken, like Magic Johnson said, or was that just because I heard he was a vegetarian, right? But then he had a thing for fast food chicken.
He actually wasn't 100% vegetarian, no.
Right.
But he ate very well, very healthy, all organic meats, all. But he didn't have any red meat. He had mostly chicken and turkey and fish.
But,
Super healthy. I know. I'm sorry. I have nothing really slanderous.
I know. Sorry, I'm not going to destroy my career on your show here. Well, you're making the smart move.
Thank
Shut
you.
up, Bill. Shut up. Let me do my job.
Make a good point.
What did Brad and Angie eat?
ruined her.
I
so many
actually
people's
cooked for
careers
him
over the
when he
years.
was still with Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, really?
Hey, does her pussy smell?
Oh, God.
Ian, you're with me on this.
Just out of curiosity.
I can smell it from here.
No, we have a
today.
theory.
I told-
That's the reason.
She has French in her, so of course.
She wants to be married. She doesn't even have a boyfriend. So our theory is that the pussy
but I want to be
smells.
married.
And she knows how to
a
cook.
girlfriend. Doesn't mean
She
my
knows how
cock
to cook.
stinks.
Who, Jennifer?
My sources have told me the puss smells, and it just drives people just a million miles away.
French guy.
Yes.
You've heard that too?
I have to say, they wanted to bottle the smell for France. Hermes, you know Hermes? Yes. And I thought it was the best move.
Yeah.
That was wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
This is going great.
I'd like to interject at
Jennifer
this
Aniston.
moment.
Is Jennifer Aniston a C, or what do you got on her?
She nice?
Is she nice?
I actually never met her.
Really?
Only Brad. Yes.
Okay, that's the closest you're going to get to a
You
confirmation.
told me you made that with her. Come on
Can
now.
you give us a story about one celebrity that you've worked for who acted like a bit of a cunt? Just one.
There you go.
Yeah.
You choose the one. You choose the one.
Ian, help us out here.
Gary Coleman.
Give it to us straight from the
You guys
hip.
are really going to put me in this position?
No,
Absolutely.
we won't tell anyone.
Someone you wouldn't want to work for
Male
again.
or female?
Yeah, anyone.
Yes.
Anyone means male or female.
Come
yes.
on, Madonna. How was she?
How was Matt?
We had it right there, and he just derailed it with that last question.
I know.
It was right there.
Bill.
It was right there.
Right there with you.
Come on. Had it.
Yeah.
Come on.
You shouldn't go on
Let's
talk
go.
show things.
Good.
Don't be shy, Amir.
Amir.
Amir, baby.
Do it.
Tell me all.
He's making it worse. She keeps about ready to give it up. These
I
guys
know.
are the worst.
I know.
Let me think about that and get back to me in 5 minutes, all right?
She was also the Chili Peppers cook for
really?
several years.
So she has no
You know when
stories
they were
on them
making
as
their
well.
last album, she called me and
Tell us all the people.
Rick
that you
Rubin
wanna
was
talk about.
producing, and she put the phone up, and I heard them, making the album. And where was that house?
It was in Rick Rubin's recording studio in Laurel Canyon.
That's
And it sounded like shit, but the album sounded. The final product was great.
Yeah.
But when she put up that phone, man, I thought it was like Anthony jamming in his basement or something.
So who was a bit of a
Wow.
prick? There has to be one. I mean,
Yeah, somebody.
I've worked with Richard Voss. He's been notoriously nice to people, and for me, he was just a douche.
Can I talk about who is really nice?
Nah,
No,
it's not
nice. Entertaining and
Nice
fuck
isn't
you. That
good.
was
But
very
who was?
nice.
But
No
who
one likes
was? Who
nice.
was actually? I know one of them was. I give up Richard Voss. I mean, nobody else badmouths him.
Who are you moderately perturbed with? We'll start with that.
Yeah.
At
likes
the
to enter the
beginning,
pool
we
in
had
the
a
shallow
little
end.
bit of a difficult time with Madonna because she was super cheap.
Is she a chiseler?
There we go.
Is she a chiseler? Okay, well,
I've actually heard that.
I've heard the
finally.
same thing. I know somebody
That's
who
all
knows
I'm
her.
going to give you.
Well, no. What's cheap? What constitutes cheap? Because she's. I mean, I know what she
cheap with
is.
herself.
She really argued with us about what she wanted to pay. And
By how
didn't-
much? Like, by what percentage did she not want to? Like, if you were saying we want 10,000 a month or whatever it is you get, she was saying I want to give you 2,000 or I want to give
Well,
you
she
8.
actually never gave us numbers that she wanted to pay. She just didn't want to pay what we were requesting,
So
which
what
was pretty low to begin with because we were just starting out.
So that Kabbalah's getting to her.
See?
So what finally happened?
Here we
We
go.
came to an arrangement. And
How much
everything
did you have to
worked
compromise by?
out. In the end, we did not compromise.
So you got her up.
Yes.
How did you get her up?
Just by saying we weren't going to compromise and explaining how much work it took to perform and give her what she wanted. And
So she was kind of hoping that she could be cheap with you because she is who she is and that you would do it just to work with her.
Exactly.
So I heard she's very difficult to work with. I mean, I know people that know her, and I've heard she's very difficult and demanding, and again, doesn't want to pay.
Yeah, I didn't. She was actually really nice to us when we were at the house.
Oh.
So most of my interactions at that point were with her assistant. So it's hard to know if things got difficult, if it was her or
Kind of
if
sounds
it
like
was her
she's just a
assistant,
shrewd
but
business person.
She's very shrewd.
The story really is going nowhere. She negotiated with you, and in the end, you agreed on a price, and then she was rather pleasant.
I think this is why you're a celebrity cook, because people know
What is
that
this, NPR today?
Yes.
even if you're a cunt, that you're just not going to be able to tell the story good enough about
Yeah,
it.
pretty much.
No, she's a shrewd business person. That's what I got out of that. All right.
Ian, help us out here.
I think there was
punch
no-
us up.
Dude, I'm so glad to be here. Let's get some callers on the line. Look, who here right now? If Madonna walks through the studio here, hands up, who will bang her right now?
Oh, he's going edgy. He's going edgy.
Frenchie would?
I'd bang
I would
Madonna.
because I hear she has special ways of doing things, you know?
Look, I'm challenging
Special
Madonna.
ways
I would bang her
of
right
doing
now and put it on
I hear
YouTube.
she loves the anal.
Anal.
Yes, she lubricates her ass with formaldehyde.
He loves the anal. Yeah.
She loves the anal.
Yeah.
The anal. I love that. Loves the anal.
Ian, you got any scoops today?
What
any
is
blind
France
items? Anything?
Yeah, we got a one blind item was that a Gary Coleman,
Yeah.
close friend of his, and I
Todd
just can't
Bridges.
say the friend,
Todd Bridges.
who
okay,
is in
go
the
ahead.
entertainment business,
Todd Bridges, yes.
is saying that the
Mr.
police
Drummond.
are contemplating murder charges.
Well, the world don't move
See?
to the beat
I-
of just one drum.
I called this a while ago.
You called that?
Immediately, the second I saw that wife, ex/wife,
you
of his,
can't.
I said, "There's something going on with her, and it doesn't look good."
You got it, man.
Very suspect of her, and I don't think even with these suspicions going around that the cops aren't at least looking into this,
Right.
and seeing what happened. He fell down. Come on.
But and the wound was really bad, right? The head
And the
wound
thing
was
is,
really bad.
at his size, even if he falls down, it's not that big a fall. Is
They
it?
can tell.
That's
They
a little
can
donkey.
tell.
Such a,
that big a fall.
it's just a little.
They can absolutely tell if by his weight and height whether he can fall down, hit his head, and make a wound that would have bled like it did,
Yeah.
or not, or
right.
fucked his brain up, or if it's an impact from a fucking
Frying pan.
or a ball.
It's almost not even
Or his
fair.
lantern.
Something. No, yeah, his lantern. Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
I only just got that. Sorry, it took a while.
You got those over there in Australia?
We got a blind item as well that's coming in from Lou in New York. Lou?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Hey, real fast.
French guy. It sounds like your accent kind of gets stronger and weaker as you're talking. Where are you actually from?
Oh, shit, you're faking your
I am
accent.
from, you know, where the other side.
Yeah. Here, so this is the
Est-ce que
part
tu
where
parles français?
Mais
Vraiment,
bien
est-ce
sûr,
que tu
parle
parles
français. Qu'est-ce qui
français?
me fait chier, celui-là? Va te faire enculer, toi. Oh, oh.
No, he is
Oh,
shit.
what
French.
did you just
Trust
say?
me.
He's faking it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quoi?
Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from Paris, Paris.
Oh, Jesus.
Now that you
I'm
slipped
from
up.
New York.
It's called Paris. Paris. Frenchmen would never call it Paris. They call it gay Paris.
Oh, shit. This is like that Tarantino movie.
Oh, damn.
What do you say, Roast
Germans
Beef?
do three like this. They don't do three like that. They don't say Paris. They say Paris. Well, you're from Rhode Island.
Yeah,
I'm from Brooklyn. Brooklyn, New York.
Lou, why do you think he's faking it?
Why, Lou? Quick.
He uses little words. Like, I have a degree in linguistics. I listen to that kind of stuff. But little words that he says, he changes the way that he says them different times. Like little words, like the word the. Sometimes the R in the French, like that French, it changes.
Yes, you have good ears, huh? What do you do?
I guarantee you're fake, bro. I guarantee it.
Yeah?
You might be French. You might be from France.
Talk about Paris. What are some of your favorite things about Paris?
The croissant. The women are amazing.
No.
The women in Paris? Have you been to Paris?
Wait. What street do you live on in Paris?
No, I live here.
Main Street.
I grew up in Pigalle, which is the Moulin Rouge?
Yes.
The Moulin Rouge?
Yes.
Right a little down, and that's where I grew up. It's great.
I actually love that area.
It's really cool. And
I've been there many times.
Huh?
When did you move away from France? How many years ago?
10 years.
So you've only spoken English for 10 years?
I speak a lot of different languages. So.
French people can learn English at school. Europeans can all speak English before they move out. That's not.
He has an accent from like the.
All right, we are all disagreeing with
let's hear him speak some French. Just give us a bit. Cuss him out in French. Cuss this guy.
I lived in London too.
Say some dirty words in French and cuss this motherfucker.
La chienne de sa pute de sa mère, je la prends, je la retourne.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. You just fucking put some French on your ass, big boy.
That was, hey, Nazi, come in, we'll cook for you. Anything you need, Fritz.
Man.
The French is at least one of the places that resisted.
Yeah. Who was here for you when you needed to put the English
American
out?
Revolution, that's right. That's right.
So long ago.
Where do you
before
think
modern warfare.
fucking Les Mis
No, you know what
comes
they're like? They're like NASA. They started off good.
Yeah,
And then it's just sort of petered out. The Maginot Line.
You really did. That Maginot Line stunk. That thing stunk. Germans got behind that, and you didn't even have your backs covered.
No, they dug all those trenches, and then the airplane was invented. They just fucking flew right over it.
They flew over. They had this giant defensive perimeter set up with no defense to the rear of it. So if they ever got an enemy coming in on their rear, they're done for.
This will never happen again.
No, the Maginot Line. Oh, they will never be able to go through the Ardennes. Really?
Well, it's true. They get a little cocky, huh? But
Yeah,
you
a
know,
little cocky.
So what?
Do you find French Canadians just to be fucking dicks? like whenever I'm in like Montreal, I'm just like, this is the most useless fucking thing I've ever seen. Like, what are people speaking French in Canada for?
Yeah, you get annoyed that people from Montreal try to act like they're from
France,
Paris.
but
Yeah, French Canadian.
When was the last time you were in Montreal?
They have issues with that, you know?
I go about once a year.
For the Just for Laughs?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know Andy Nolman?
No.
Just Puerto Rico.
French Canadian aren't like French people, right?
I'm not very
Where do you
sociable.
hang out?
like
Where
that.
do you hang out in Montreal?
I go to St. Catherine Theatre, and why?
I'm from Montreal.
This is a conversation for two
Dude, I'm
people
from
here.
Montreal.
Why is everyone questioning where everyone's been?
Yeah.
Because we got...
Let's all just believe each other.
Because you look like a guy. You look like a guy who falls asleep in the strip club.
Oh, shit. You look like a guy who's very perceptive. That's just who I am.
What do you think of those dances there?
I tell you Montreal, best strippers in the world. It's like the great looking strippers. Plus, you're allowed to touch them all you want. But I came from a culture where you couldn't touch a strip. You'd get kicked in the head, right? And so the first time I had a girl in Montreal give me a lap dance, and then she kept on pulling my hands up to touch her. I thought she was into me. So. Then I pushed the issue a bit further, and it turned out that I did get kicked out. So an attempted rape in a booth on my behalf.
Attempted rape.
That's great.
Did you ever bang a Montreal stripper?
I have done, yes. I have once. But I've been there a few times.
How long did it last?
I was drunk. I couldn't tell you how long did it start. I was,
Last one.
What?
Sorry, somebody cut a fucking fart, and I smelled Pop-Tart.
Well,
which
I
sucked.
saved you.
It smelled
I
good.
saved you.
But then. Very mature.
Call them pop farts.
Pop farts, Chip. That's funny.
Actually, that was quite funny.
Yeah, Chip was a little too funny that time, Jim.
Pop farts.
Chip's starting to work out his shit, get his chops. He's ready for fucking open mic night.
I've been doing it. I go up there and just start riffing on people.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dude, work the room just
what
for
do you say to the hecklers, Chip? What do you
work
say
the
to the
room,
hecklers?
yeah.
Hey, it's a good beard. What are you going to do? Deliver like presents on Christmas or something?
A good beard.
Yeah, Santa Claus. He just didn't get it.
What would you say, like Mars right there? Go ahead. He's give him a heckle saying you suck.
You suck.
Oh, yeah? Well, at least I'm not a spick.
Actually, that's good.
Oh, damn.
I love it
Fucking Chip.
I love it when comics just don't even try to have a comeback. They just say what they're fucking thinking to the audience member.
Dude, that's why Donald Trump is that's when he went back and forth with Rosie O'Donnell was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
He said, she's a fat degenerate. He didn't even try to be funny.
That's what someone goes, yeah, you're not funny, and then you just go, you're a whore.
Fuck you.
I've done that from stage, and then you get a big laugh, and you're like, that took no effort whatsoever, that comeback.
That's fucking
I didn't
funny.
mean I was just joking.
Oh, of course. See, he's like Don Rickles. He says it, and then he goes, it's okay.
Yeah, his name is Mars. How come they don't call you Jupiter or something, right?
It's nice to have Chip back.
We lost the chef.
What happened?
Pop-Tart smells delicious.
She doesn't like the racism.
Yeah.
We got more. You
Hey,
want
how
one?
many calories in a Pop-Tart?
Yeah.
Would Michael Jackson smear any on his ball bag? Just trying to get it back in. Just trying to.
This question is in two parts.
Yeah, what, anybody like any junk food that you were like, I probably shouldn't make this for this person?
Popcorn.
Yeah,
Popcorn.
well, actually, I was cooking for Tobey Maguire for Spider-Man for the first one.
Ooh, what did he enjoy eating?
Sometimes I would see little Mars bar wrappers around the house.
Some scandal
You'll
there.
never work in this town again. You can't give out secrets like that. Oh my fucking god!
Exactly.
That's all you're going to get.
He ate chocolate bars, this sneaky little bitch.
Ooh, a Mars bar. Ooh.
I want to thank Ian. This is amazing stuff, Ian. Thank you.
Yeah.
She also cooked for Duchovny.
Oh, yeah? Did he ever fuck you? Because he's a sex addict.
He's a sex addict. we were just talking about
You
him.
guys could not put me in this position.
Yeah?
Is that what you said?
What did he put you
What
in?
position?
That monotone voice in your ear.
I know, right?
Yeah.
We were just talking about
Do you
him.
like that? I
like
bet you
it.
do.
What do you got
Call
on-
me daddy.
What do you got on Duchovny? What do you got on Duchovny? Come on, give it to us. The world is listening. This is headlines for the Opie and Anthony show.
Was you ever just masturbating in the kitchen when you came in?
God,
Was it?
no.
Did he ever
Every
say,
day,
I want to believe I'm going to fuck you?
Did he still bang
Crack it
Tia
up,
Leone? Is he still married to her?
Come on.
Yeah,
They're back together.
They're back together.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Her name
'cause he went
has
to rehab.
more
Did he ever make a
vowels
cum,
in it
a
than
cum omelet?
consonants. It's very rare, that.
Wow, I'll put that in my next cookbook.
A cum omelet? Yeah.
Ian?
Come on, look.
You kind of look like SJP. You ever been told that?
It's just a couple of thousand times.
I bet.
Oh, Sarah Jessica Parker.
bet.
That was actually, I was watching,
Sorry about
I said
that.
officially the gayest sentence. I said the gayest sentence I've ever said in my life.
What is that?
What?
Well, Sarah Jessica Parker looks like a horse, so hence
But
the horse.
you
Thank
don't
you.
have that.
Thank
no,
you very
no,
much.
You don't have that going.
So what Anthony was applying, was
Opie,
saying,
I wouldn't do any.
What?
Don't fucking nail me with that one.
Oh, man.
we have a language
You're
thing. I'm just
pushing
trying to
the
explain
buttons.
this to them.
Oh, man.
You're pushing the buttons
I
today.
didn't push that one.
I didn't push
I'm in the
them.
middle of eating a popcorn.
Oh, come on.
What I'm trying to say is,
No, I didn't say anything.
Why'd you hit that?
Didn't the Family Guy say that Sarah Jessica Parker looked like a foot?
yeah.
A foot.
You got a foot sound effect you want to play for us?
No, you look like a younger Sarah Jessica Parker.
A younger foot?
No, no.
Come on, man.
Don't get all sensitive.
Anthony.
Because she was attractive when she was younger.
You don't want to be mean to her. You know how she dishes out the dirt.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw Anthony eating 3 M&Ms.
Tell other people.
Anthony, I brought her here for you.
Oh, yeah?
So
Well,
be nice.
What is she
I'm
thinking?
engaged.
Well, you
What?
could be. We won't tell anyone.
Huh?
What are you thinking, Chef?
Yeah, what?
Are you available?
I don't know. Frenchie looks like he's like right on top of her.
No, that was last night.
No. Really? That is all women, and that is just French people in general.
Are you saying she was the...
No.
That's just mean.
Come on, there must be some other animal
Something
noises.
about last night.
It was last night.
Yeah.
She's gonna tell you.
It was very.
All right, so, come on, be nice. Don't be mean to her. What happened? You were in bed. Your head was in bed with Jack Waltz. What happened?
How was it last night?
You tell it.
I'm trying to behave.
I can't.
No,
you tell.
You're much better at this. Whatever you say, I comply.
Tell us.
Well, it started. You were on your back and sleeping,
Oh la la.
and then I came in from the
Rhode
side,
Island.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn,
And then-
the hizzy.
I turned you over, and that's when you woke up.
Oh, you go French goes Greek.
And you said something like this. Oh,
Damn, he's implying that you had his
Wow.
penis in your mouth.
Yeah, no, that's actually.
Either that or you were fucking
He
Blair's
actually-
cousin Jerry from the Facts of Life.
Thank God you
5
didn't
words.
shower.
yes, just for you.
Ah, see? Oh, yes, the musky smell
I
of a
don't
Frenchman.
like a stinky vagina. I like a nice showered, washed out one.
Yeah.
No,
I like-
you chicken.
No,
You're
you
chicken.
didn't grow up in
He called him a
Australia
chicken.
with the blazing heat. Have you seen a girl
Yeah.
who's laid on the beach for 5 days with the sun pelting down on it?
Smells
And that
like
musty.
roadkill.
In cold weather, it's okay, but not in the heat. They've got to wash up.
I don't like a
Yeah.
tart-tasting vagina, like licking a battery tip.
Yes.
They say the best pussy per capita is in Norway.
That really deserved a bigger laugh.
Have you been there?
Yeah, well, I think Scandinavian pussy's the best looking pussy in the
They
world.
call it butter
agree.
pussy. Butter pussy. The
That's
best.
all the Scandinavian
I like
countries.
pussy in the
I would just
Sudan.
say Norway, Finland.
Fuck it,
it's all
put a
the
stick
same.
in it. No, punch it.
I tell you what, though, you go to Sweden and do a gig, and it's just you go in the McDonald's, and it's like fucking Claudia Schiffer's just there serving
It's
you. It's
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, you've been there too,
Yeah.
Bill?
It's ridiculous how hot the women are. It's not just a rumour. It's like they're killing all the ugly people. But they were the last.
No, if you go outside of Stockholm, that's where they keep all their brunettes and ugly people. They're like shunned. they make them go to the
Do you
mountains.
know the Swedes were the last people to give up on eugenics? They were sterilising the disabled in the 80s.
Oh, Jesus.
You know,
In the 80s.
In the 80s, they were seeing Down syndrome people going, get me a hammer for these testicles. Like, they weren't killing them, but they were doing Hitler's work.
Is it safe to say I'm the only guy in this motherfucking studio who's hit the home run? Norway, Sweden, Finland, Denmark.
Mate, I gigged in Europe for a while. I fucked everyone in all those countries. Is that what
Yeah.
we're saying?
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
I've done
What about Luxembourg? What about
Paying customers.
what about Luxembourg?
I've fucked all over Europe, mate. Yeah.
This is the second time he's tried to top him, and he hasn't been able to.
I know.
He's
Yeah.
He's 0 for 2.
When was the last time you got laid? You look so frustrated.
When
today.
last time I got laid, actually, I can't talk about this anymore. Last time I came
you
on the
got
show,
in
I
a
got
little
dumped.
trouble.
didn't I?
Yeah.
So I got to keep my mouth shut.
Who didn't get laid here last night? Because
I didn't get laid last night.
I think the rest of the studio did. It's a bit
I didn't.
quiet here today.
I
You did?
think most of us didn't.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
So it's safe to
Why
say.
does he go over like
It's
this
safe to
fourth
say
grade
His Highness
thing?
was the
Hey,
only guy
He's
banging
the
away last
highness.
night.
He's the highness, Bill Burr. That's it.
Okay, I didn't understand.
Yes, he's the highness.
Because he's already lost
There's
twice.
only two guys who
Have you-
bang
have
in
you
New
ever
York.
banged a
It's
stripper?
A-Rod
And
and
he's
His
like,
Highness.
yes, I have.
I'm not trying to top you. I just have been lucky on
No,
your
he's trying to
questions.
top you. That's what I'm liking. You fucking swatted it back twice. Oh, you went up there? You ever banged a stripper? Well, yeah, I did. Is it safe to say I'm the only one who hit the home run? Actually, I came up and fucking back to back.
in all those places.
I had a
Have you been to
Norwegian.
Luxembourg? He's reaching for straws.
There were 6 Norwegian producers at the premiere last night because I'm pitching a film.
Yes.
I'm planning on doing a film. His Highness and Anthony do Norway. I want to take Anthony on a road trip.
I like Norweenies. Boo.
And you should go to Norway with Doctor. Hello, Ian Halpert.
Do you want to do some TV? I mean, you look better on radio, but do you want to make it?
That's a good one.
Advice for radio.
You gotta give him that one. That's a good one.
You know what?
I think we'd be a great team. I mean, we used to spar, man. When are we going to spar? Like, I will rent out Madison Square Garden and go one-on-one with you in boxing.
Why do you want to box
Why
Anthony?
box me?
What has he done to you?
I don't think I fight. I just shoot people if they fuck with me.
And why do you-
shoot me.
and why do you
I'm
have to do it
bulletproof.
in
His
Madison
Highness is
Square Garden?
bulletproof,
What's
dude.
wrong with just a local gym? Why Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, as if that fight's going to sell out.
Call me a Halprin.
And in the red corner, another person that no one knows.
We got to get Dr. Z in here, too, because then we got Dana White at 10. Where's Dr. Z? Down the hall?
Yeah.
If they're
I gotta
listening,
pee.
bring her down.
Yeah, where is she? Come on, get her in here. Bring on the fucking the salope.
Ian, your chef?
I'm gonna go tinkle. I'll be right back.
Quoi?
Your chef is
Bring
Le
on the
salope?
salope.
C'est qui? Who is it?
What does salope mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of dirty bitch.
Yeah, dirty bitch.
Who is?
Dirty bitch.
Who is?
I said.
The chef?
I said, bring on the fucking salope.
Oh,
Is she a
yeah,
salope?
yeah.
No, is she
Yeah.
a
I
hot
have
salope?
to. I have to ask Opie. First of all, again, Mazel Tov on
Thank you.
becoming a dad.
Thank you.
And I know there's something in the water here. I know Steve.
He's
He
become
has
a
a son too
Yeah, I
now.
guess he does, yeah.
How's it going?
It's going well. I have terrific acid reflux from the stress and lack of sleep. Thanks for asking. And I might have my gallbladder taken out soon.
Oh, my gosh.
Thank you.
Oh, good.
No, it's great.
It's like you're a
Well,
dad now.
I do want to thank you guys for having me on this year. Thank you so much.
But the chef is a zilch as far as the radio show goes. You do know that.
She signs these non-disclosures with all the clients, so she can't kiss and tell.
Yeah.
That's-
You usually are with...
I know she's fucked some of these clients. She's told me off the record. She really has.
Damn.
Is that why Madonna was so moody?
Not enough tongue.
Hey, Ian, what do you got
More
on
tongue.
the Al Gore situation?
Look,
The Globe saying that he
Gore-
was caught up in a gay sex scandal.
I don't think Al Gore likes cock. You know, Bill, no, really.
I just like how serious you
Bill,
just
why
said that.
are you laughing? This is what he does for a
Yeah,
living.
no,
It's
Bill,
fucking
You're
hilarious.
mocking it.
Slick Willie.
I don't know what he does.
He's
Slick
one of
Willie-
those, like, National Enquirer guys.
The
He
jerk.
gets the
Well, I'm a
scoop on
bit
the
higher than
celebrity.
the Enquirer. I'm New
All
York
right, I'm
Times
sorry.
number
I'm sorry.
one.
I'm sorry.
You know, I can't even walk in Runyon Canyon because of this show. People come up to me. You know, I'm on
sure they
Entertainment
do.
Tonight all the time, Insider. They come up to me because of this motherfucking show in Runyon Canyon. I mean, how do they even recognize me?
I don't know.
I
It's
go to the
amazing.
bowling alley in Ventura. The guy booking me into the bowling alley says, "You're His Highness from Opie and Anthony."
What do you do
this
at the
show is the
bowling alley?
biggest motherfucking thing on the planet.
That's how a king parties.
Yeah.
He goes out bowling.
No, he's out there getting the scoop on the celebrities that are bowling there.
I think Al Gore likes black pussy.
Oh yeah.
That's what my sources say.
Well, that's worse than being
broke it up.
gay.
That's your
Sources.
Yeah, my sources don't say he's gay.
What's the gay
I wouldn't
scandal
think
he
he's
was
gay.
caught up in then?
Well, who printed the gay scandal?
I heard he was
Globe-
fucking a
Globe
cheerleader or
magazine.
something.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're saying about it, but it's a headline, and Ant
I heard he
kind
was
of made the
married-
point that it's probably something that he's
I guess
barely.
it's peripheral. It's not
Very
him.
peripheral
It's
and-
somebody that he knows or some.
I heard-
I agree
someone
with
that used
you.
to work
I agree,
for
Anthony.
him. Maybe. It
I
didn't
heard he
sound
was
like-
married to Tipper Gore. That's
Yeah,
what
I heard that
heard.
too.
I heard he was married
Yeah,
to her,
yeah.
and after 40 years of it, he was like, you know what?
Fuck this. Yeah.
I've had it.
Would anyone here
You
fuck?
ruined music for
Would
an
anyone
entire
here fuck
decade.
Tipper
Yes.
Gore for $1 million?
Yes.
$1 million? There
story.
aren't many
Why
girls
not?
I wouldn't fuck for $1 million.
I'd fuck you for $1 million.
That's the answer. I love that question. Yeah, why not? It's $1 million. Why wouldn't you?
Suggesting anyone in here has morals.
That,
It's like how.
that Adam's apple on Tipper Gore's always scared me.
A little rough.
How long?
Where's
How
this
short
doctor?
would Indecent Proposal, that movie, be if they asked that question?
Really?
I don't know
Come
where
on.
Dr. Z is. What happened?
E-Rock was in the bathroom. He's getting her now.
Oh, Jesus. What the
E-Rock.
fuck was he doing in there?
Exactly. Eating a urinal cake.
Just had the word cake in it. He couldn't
Exactly.
resist.
To everyone listening in Montreal, Norton's coming to Montreal.
Norton.
Everyone,
Norton.
let's pack it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
doing the nasty show.
That's
Yeah.
soon, right?
I'm doing Friday. The next Friday, I'm in Chicago with Geraldo, but I'm doing it in Montreal. Bob Kelly's doing it with me too.
That's awesome.
And
I want to
Geraldo,
go up there, but
Mike
I got the
Wilmot.
kid, Ian. You got any
I'm
babysitters
gonna
up
be
there?
I'll be
No
up there,
problem.
too.
Dude,
I'll be up there as well.
We're all
you're
gonna be
all
up
going
there.
up.
Fuck, I want to go.
I'm doing.
Get me a
I'm doing,
babysitter.
I'll babysit.
the solo run at the theater.
Oh, really?
do you have a hot babysitter?
No, it's just
No,
me and
I'll
my wife
babysit.
so far.
Yeah.
Okay, because I
give me a
know
fucking babysitter so
I know
you go
a
to
lot of
Montreal.
hot babysitters.
Oh, I want.
I
want
love playing the game Bang the Babysitter. Have you ever played that?
I want.
Yeah.
Right.
I want a good babysitter, not a hot one.
Yeah.
All right, here comes
A
Dr.
good,
Z.
hot-looking babysitter.
Speaking of which,
Scandinavian
A good,
babysitters.
flexible.
Hey,
Jill Nicolini is a
Jim
great
Jefferies.
babysitter.
Holy
She will.
fuck.
She'll get
Holy
naked too.
shit.
She'll get naked. So let's work this.
There
Dr.
she
Z.
comes. Hi, Dr. Z.
So,
Oh my
Hey.
gosh!
Wow.
You didn't tell me I'm gonna fuck Dr. Z today.
For people who can't see this, the French guy just pulled his
Can you
cock
take
out.
off your shoes? I have a foot fetish. I just want to see your feet.
This is how we say hello.
Let me see your
The
feet.
feet. Oh,
Oh my
come
God!
on.
nice.
Somebody has to suck on those toes while she's doing the interview. They're hot.
Well, why don't you, Ian?
Paul Provenza's in Penthouse.
Man,
How do I turn up
Me,
Dr.
I've
Z?
seen everything now.
That's not Dr. Z. Where's Dr. Z on this fucking board?
What? You just turned up like music or
know.
some shit.
Well, I write a column.
there you go. All right.
Remember, I'm a columnist. I'm not
Yes.
in
Doc.
this magazine.
Doc,
I didn't say what. What happened?
Doc, I
We
could.
were just saying hi.
Are you
That's-
gonna have an orgasm just looking at me?
That's Ian Halperin.
His Highness to the
I think you're
dog.
gonna have an orgasm just looking at me.
No, you're gonna look. I could tell the puss is a bit wet already walking into the studio.
This is
No,
Ian at his best.
You
Go
know,
ahead, Ian.
guess what? I just saw it this morning, so I'm all set.
What
My
was-
toys, my best
You're being
friend.
denied.
Open the mouth. Let me see. Not
Wow.
bad.
Dentist.
Not bad.
That's a tongue. Do
that's-
it again. Oh la la.
He's le roi de France.
He's not French.
La-la.
Yeah.
They know
Have you,
French
have
guy
you ever
really
fucked?
goes, oh la la.
Have you ever fucked a
We
French
say
kid?
la la all the time.
You don't think he's French, Bill
He
Burr?
sounds
You
like
got-
somebody
you got
auditioning
the
to do the
sexiest feet I've ever seen.
Soon he's going to go.
Hold on. Everyone's talking at the same time.
He sounds like he's auditioning to do the voice for Pepe Le Pew.
Do you want to be a
My friends call
babysitter?
me Pepe. It's true.
Have you ever? Here's your babysitter.
What?
Dr. Z.
Yeah, that's what you want to do.
My kid would love those milk bags.
Lift up your toes for Opie. I mean, these are the hottest feet.
You have a foot
she
fetish,
should,
huh?
Oh, she should be doing
They're a little
commercials.
calloused on the bottom. You
Yes, yes.
You
Why
need
don't
the
you work
That's
on
from
them?
all the cum on it. But
Yeah,
that's
why don't
good.
you work on my toes? Take those,
Christ.
scrape those calluses right off with your tongue.
Ian, why don't you get over
With
there and
my
work
tongue,
the feet?
maybe not.
I'll massage the foot.
All right, get over there.
You
Massage
just
the
pet
foot.
egg and then sprinkle it
Massage
on
the
fucking
foot.
pasta.
It's like he just brought rapists into the studio.
What is he doing? He's
There really
punching.
is no tact to their game. It's just really blunt.
Ian is now
Because
like
of the cum
twisting
on your
his
foot.
He's twisting his fist into the
He's
bottom of a
fisting
foot.
the bottom of the foot, basically.
She's gonna
That move.
come.
You have such a
I'm going to
foot
make
fetish.
the dog come on air.
Yeah.
Does it smell?
Dr. Z, is this a turn on?
How does it feel?
It's relaxing. I
He
can't say that
has,
it's
he
really...
has a foot fetish, definitely.
No, they smell.
grabbed
The
right-
feet smell, man. I got, you know.
Lick-
what type of
lick
shoes
her
are you
foot.
wearing?
I
Are
love
those,
it.
Lick it.
Check it out.
Payless? Where are they from?
Damn it.
I don't know. Check it
Juicy
out.
Couture.
Juicy couture. What happened to my mic, guys? I don't think my mic's
No, we
working.
hear
It's
it.
working. We hear
It
it.
is?
Your
Okay.
headphones probably on.
Maybe your headphones
Oh, my
aren't on.
headphones are
Open up the mouth.
Jesus Christ.
I got this
Ian
phallic
is
mic,
just a
okay?
fucking
Everybody's got a
pervert.
normal mic. I have a
He's a
phallus-shaped mic.
pervert.
How's this feel?
Oh, it feels amazing. God, I didn't know I was
Does
going to
His
get a
Highness
massage on this
Does His
show
Highness
this
have the
morning.
touch?
Yeah, this is great.
You getting a boner there, Ian?
Well, no, because it's going to come through here, and I got.
Oh, really?
Oh, is that it?
It's that big.
They say they're, the only guy with the bigger schlong in his harness was Gary Coleman.
Yeah.
Gary Coleman's schlong was bigger than him.
It was big. He had a big
It
one.
was huge.
And here,
Did you suck
I
it?
always thought
You guys-
Forrest Tucker had a big
You
one.
guys ready for your
he
next
had,
act?
That's why he had the brain hemorrhage. He got an erection
gonna
and
keep
just
this
passed
show
out.
Keep
Moving
going,
along.
Keep talking. Here, take off the jacket.
Now we went from...
Yeah, Dr.
from
Z,
the
please
feet
take off the
down to-
jacket.
Take off the jacket.
Please
Yeah.
take off the
I
jacket.
gotta feel your
Take off.
chakras.
Yes.
I
It's
don't-
the energy. You need to feel the
Could you
energy.
take off your jacket, Dr. Z?
I want to feel
We'll
her
promote
two
the hell out of
chakras.
your Penthouse column.
Oh, God.
In the latest issue of Penthouse, Dr. Z's doing her thing. She does a very
Dr.
good
Z is starting to strip. Oh yeah.
I think I'm going to take Dr. Z on the road with
Is
me
she
for
an
my
actual
next
doctor?
movie.
I don't think you can handle Dr. Z,
no.
Ian Halper.
Like Dr. Dre, isn't it?
What
Yeah.
kind of doctor are you, Dr. Z?
Namaste.
Okay.
What is Ian doing? Ian, what are you doing?
Something you
Explain
do.
for the radio.
Just have a moment of meditation, a moment
Oh,
of
for
silence.
fuck's sake.
Think
Yeah,
of
I was
my,
going to uppercut her in the tit.
think of the last big black cock that was in you, and meditate on it.
Wow.
Really? And you do the same, mate.
Absolutely.
You think too, right? You're thinking what we're thinking. All right, good. Because we've always thought that.
Oh, what, with his
It's
shaved
business
tan
as
legs?
usual here.
Yeah, business as usual.
All right,
Why, you
Dr.
usually doing this?
Dr. Z's making some awful
It's
faces.
just a little intense massage. I would start a little soft.
Yeah, what are you doing, Ian?
He's really digging
It's like
in.
dip tishing.
Well,
He looks
she's
like he
got
took a massage
excellent
class.
energy, actually. Do you do yoga or something? Because you're
No.
very centered.
No, I've never done yoga in my life.
Centered.
Oh, it's
These
horrible.
lines are like from
Terrible.
the 70s book, How to Pick Up Chicks. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, you read
It's
all
like
those
awful
books.
mind
You
readers.
wrote those books.
I really did,
Yeah.
yeah.
Stop staring at my cock.
It sounds like something you'd say
You
over
are. You're staring
fondue.
at my cock,
I
Anthony.
can't see your cock. The
Yeah,
Dr.
see,
Z
Anthony's
is
making
in
up
front of me.
stuff.
Anthony, it's like those awful mind readers. I'm picturing a woman. No, actually, it was a guy. A man. Oh, now I'm seeing it. Now I'm seeing it. It
Sort
was
of
a
an
guy.
effeminate man.
Yeah.
I gotta
Dr.
say,
Z.
the doc's got amazing energy. No wonder she's so successful.
She's making horrible
energy.
faces, Ian.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
Hey, ask her what her sign is.
I think it's the middle finger towards you.
Fucking Jim Jefferies knows
Like
how to
this
fucking insult
visual?
people. Thank you.
But
Thank
I
you.
feel
That's
like a
great.
vice grip around my
Yeah.
head.
Yeah, now what is he doing to the top of your head? He's pushing it down. He's probably used to doing that. They fight back.
You know, I'm an expert at foot massage. I walk over people's bodies. If you want to lie down, I'll give you the foot
Yeah, you
massage.
did that to
I'll
Michael
help you.
Jackson.
Oh, can you do that?
I think I'll pass.
Puppeteering.
Rejected in front of a million people.
Why didn't you lay down and I'll walk on you? That works.
No problem. You want to do it?
All
All
right.
right, let's do
He's
that.
a good sport. He's up for anything.
Dude,
Oh,
I'm
God.
very zen.
Yeah.
You're certainly very...
Let's go. Take off your shoes.
Here we go. He's going to have a woman walk
Does
over his
anyone have
back.
some
Mint?
Fabre or something? For the
What,
feet?
Fabre?
And so
What are you, the French guy? You mean Febreze? Jesus.
Okay, so let's
I
go.
got some
I walk on
fucking
your back?
Yes,
Windex.
you can walk on my back.
Yeah, Windex
This
the
is great.
feet.
Mr. Bentley
I
is
didn't know
going to
this
fucking...
would be like a massage session.
Yeah, what the
you know.
fuck? Now we got
Opie and Anthony
Dr. Z,
massage.
who, what are you like, what would you consider yourself, a sex expert?
Yeah, psychologist and sex
sex
expert.
Psychologist
Now I'm
and
also
sex
a
expert.
So why?
back massage
We have a lot in common.
Oh, we have a lot in common.
Yes.
All I keep hearing is that stupid tape Arnold Schwarzenegger was playing in fucking True Lies.
Yeah.
Do it slowly.
You got the touch,
Do
baby.
it
Up and
with
atom.
feeling.
Hey, can we get a mic on Ian?
He's got one right next
Ian, you all
Yeah.
right down there?
Oh man, this feels, this is
Like
it's
a
gonna
woman.
Make me come in a few minutes.
Like a woman.
It doesn't take
Come in a few
much,
minutes.
does it?
Why? Fucking. What is he doing? He's
You're not
laying
really
down
walking over him. You're just standing on him.
Massage
I hope you're laying in fucking
Just jump up and
Bobo's
down or something.
pre-cum on that rug.
Well, I see a lot of stains here, guys. A lot of stains on this
Yeah, there's
rug.
plenty of stains on the rug, and none of them are good.
While you walk on his back, does the French guy have a sex question for the sex expert?
Yes, French
Dr. Z.
guy.
That's why she's here. She's
Yes.
very, very talented.
She's a sex expert, so you.
I
you
just
know,
want to know-
Everyone in France is a sex
People
expert.
outside
Of
are
course
trying
they
to
are.
grab the
They do a
whole
course at school.
Yes.
What do you got, Frenchie?
Dr. Z,
Yes.
when do you know the good time for anal sex with a woman?
Good time?
I have to precise
Yeah.
because here we
When
have
the
the
roofie
UK.
kicks in.
Yeah. Drink number
When the-
12. After the fifth punch.
Well, first you obviously have to put your tongue or your finger in there, and if she likes it,
In the anal.
The
No,
anal.
no.
The anal.
In
Anal.
the ass.
Yes.
yeah, so
Okay.
obviously, if she likes that, then
I don't like
it's
to kiss
a
them.
green light to do more. I wouldn't just kind of
Yeah?
surprise her at 6 a.m. in the
Hey,
morning.
Frenchie, you dip your tongue in there, you go into the stink?
For sure.
Yeah? All
For
right.
sure. All the way. But one time I was with a UK girl.
Yeah.
They're the easiest women on earth, Mario.
No, and I put my thumb in.
Yeah.
And she turned around mad at me and she said, "No way!" And
Yeah.
before she knew it, my penis was in there. So,
Oh,
and then
wow.
she loved it.
There you go.
Which
English
was,
girls,
thank
yeah.
God, smaller than the thumb.
So how do you know when they mean yes and when they mean no?
Well,
When they say no,
with English girls, one in the pink and one in the stink is one in the pussy and one in their mouth.
yes.
There's some British accents that you, when you're fucking a chick, it's just shut up, don't talk, seriously.
All right,
You're
listen.
killing me here.
Hold on one second.
Killing
I mean,
Now,
I would just keep trying. If she's
all right,
not
all right.
slapping you, then she probably likes it.
No,
Yeah.
I asked her to
And
slap
say
me. I
no
like that.
probing.
It's
all right,
good.
hold on.
So no slap means yes.
The show's getting even busier. We got Dana White on the phone here.
Oh my God, how's
yeah,
this going?
Dana,
right now?
you picked a crazy day, sir.
Yes, I did.
I don't even know how to explain what's going on today.
And Jim's being so quiet.
What's up, Dana?
How are you?
I'm good, buddy. How you doing?
Good.
You in Vancouver now?
I am.
You are amazing. You've done this.
Oh, yeah, we're on the phone. Hold on.
Do it on the.
Oh my God, he's just talking into the rug.
I wish he was wrapped in it, bleeding from the temple.
Dana, it's crazy in here.
Yeah, we got like 12 people in studio.
We have like 12 microphones on, but I'm trying to turn off some of these mics.
Hey, are you worried about Liddell fighting?
No.
Because you had said that he wasn't going to fight again in the UFC, and Reed Harris sent me a photo of him. He looks better than I've ever seen him look.
It's incredible, man. And that was my big beef with him. My big beef was that he wasn't, he wasn't doing the right thing. He wasn't doing what he was supposed to do, which is train and stay in shape and stay out of the nightclubs. He was out, partying all the time, and the fact that he's taken this thing so serious and gotten in such great shape, I feel great about it.
I couldn't believe last week, or was it 2 weeks ago? It was like a little over a week ago when you fucking dumped Tito. You really, you don't play games. I could not believe that you booted him off the show.
Yeah. Well, the reality is, in the show, these guys are supposed to fight at the end, and Tito basically came out and said he wasn't going to fight, so.
But you sit there in the office, he's like, come on, I got one more guy fighting, and you're like, yeah, I know. And you just kind of left him hanging there to go, oh, all right. And that was really embarrassing for him.
I don't think so. I don't think it was embarrassing for him. I mean, what did he expect me to do when he came out and said, hey, listen, I'm not going to fight Chuck?
I think he thought you'd replace him, but not in the show.
Yeah.
I think he was shocked that you actually yanked him. And boy, you guys got a picture of fucking Rich Franklin pretty quick. You guys have that rolled up in the back waiting? Who's a better fight?
Dude, that was the best episode, though, as far as everything. That dude who quit in the ring.
Oh, you watch it? Okay.
Oh, my God.
Bill Burns studio.
Oh, I didn't know you were a
really
fan, Bill.
funny guy.
Yeah, no, it's the best reality show on TV. As far as every other one, there's some sort of bitchy way that you get kicked off the show. That show, you literally get beaten out of the house. It's fucking awesome.
That's how it should be with all these. That's how it should be with all these shows.
This dude quit. I know. This dude quit on the stool.
Jamie
and
Yeager.
Yeah, and everyone was just like, "What a fucking pussy." And I'm just sitting there going, "I probably would have."
The guy that Norton said would win last time.
I know. I really do prove how little I know about Ultimate Fighting, because I thought that guy was unbeatable. I was like the guy that he punks out in a fucking club, and Josh beat him, and Josh was a small guy who I thought was going to get the shit beat out of him.
Yeah, I know. Everybody thought that was going to happen. Except, you know what you got to look at too? How great of a coach Chuck is. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if you remember the beginning of the season where I was kind of ragging on the guys that he
his
picked.
picks, yeah,
I was blown away. And then Tito was like high-fiving everybody because he had the best team. But Chuck's real good with strategy, knows fighting, and really did a great coaching job.
I think you were. It's very. I was when you were in the studio, and I'm like, oh, Yeager's gonna win the whole thing. What a fucking! How did you not just spit on me and go, you're a dumb motherfucker?
Because I just took a cheap shot at you, actually, because I knew the results before, but I said the same thing. Yeager looked so good in his first few fights. It's like, man, this kid's gonna be tough to beat. We actually just started filming the new season last week. And the fights are ready this season. The fights are, listen to this, the fights are so good this season. And there's a few kids that I really like on this season. I'm in Vancouver. I almost flew back to Vegas for the fight yesterday. I seriously was contemplating jumping on the plane and flying back to Vegas just to watch the fight yesterday.
So you start shooting the next season. The finals between McRae and McGee have not happened, right?
Right.
When are they happening, tonight?
No, the finale is, you talking about the finale?
Yeah, when actually McRae fights Court McGee.
Chuck Liddell and Rich Franklin fight tomorrow, and then next week is the finale.
So the coaches, one of them has to lose that fight and then go to their guys' fight?
Yeah.
Rich Franklin, do you think he matches up better against Liddell than Tito did? Because I think that everyone knew that Chuck would have beat the shit out of Tito again.
A lot of people were asking me that. I do think it's a good matchup. And I also think that Rich Franklin is very underrated, a very underrated fighter. Plus, you know what else? Not a lot of people have been talking about, but this card is sick. Paulo Thiago is fighting Martin Kampmann on this card, too. And the guy who wins that fight is in the mix in the 170-pound division. Heavyweights, Gilbert Yvel and Ben Rothwell. Carlos Condit and Rory McDonald are fighting on this card. And a big fight that everybody's talking about on the prelims that people want to see is Tyson Griffin and Evan Dunham.
You forgot one. Is Crow Cop still fighting?
Yeah, Crow Cop and
Pat Barry.
Well, it's the co-main. I mean, everybody's been talking about that one too. Did you see the press conference with those two yesterday?
I did not.
Hilarious. If you get a chance, go online and check out yesterday's press conference.
I thought Crow Cop left.
What's that?
I thought Crow Cop quit or was going to do something else.
No, he took some time off and he actually just fought and won and seems to be in mentally in the right place and wants to keep fighting.
Were you surprised? I was kind of surprised that Josh did not look good against Chris McRae at all in the last fight. I mean, he didn't look terrible, but he looked a lot better against fucking Yeager than he did against Chris McRae.
I agree 100%. I totally agree with you.
Was he overconfident, you think?
I don't know what it was. It was weird. He looked so good in that fight, and then came out and tanked that last one. Yeah, it was definitely weird.
So what happens now? I mean, is there ever a shot that Yeager will fight in the UFC? There is, right?
Yeah, well, Yeager's going to fight in the finale next weekend.
Okay.
Yeager's in the finale.
I just know one Jaeger. Makes me throw up.
Yeah, the one you know is.
I drink a lot of it.
Yes, this Jaeger fights. Yeah. Anthony's Jaeger makes him shit blood into his fucking shoes. So is Tito done with the UFC?
No, Tito's not. Tito's actually went and had neck surgery, and you saw me in that episode saying we're going to send you to a doctor right now.
Yeah.
Diagnose what's going on, and if that's the case, I think you should get two opinions, and if that's the case, we'll get you the best surgeon in the country to get it done. And
did the doctor give the second opinion and said this really is a problem?
Yeah.
Okay, so Tito wasn't fucking around. He really was legitimately hurt.
He really was legitimately hurt.
Vancouver, by the way, I was there many, many years ago, 1990. I got blown there in an alley. I got blown in an alley for, I think it was $80, and I threw in my last 20. Another girl let me rub her hiney.
What a coincidence. Ian blew someone there at the same date.
There's still great street hookers in Vancouver, because it really wasn't. The hottest girls I've ever seen in my life were street prostitutes in Vancouver.
No, Amsterdam hookers, man, the window. Amazing.
The hotel, and there were girls everywhere on the corners.
So did you get any?
No.
Get any?
No, I didn't.
How do you not get hookers? Like, do you just like bang girls because they want to fuck the head of the UFC? Or paying for prostitutes is much easier.
Dude, I'm so busy, man. I don't have time. I go straight from the thing to my hotel. We went out last night. I went and watched the Celtics game last night, and I got this bet with Snoop Dogg and Mike Epps and me and Donnie Wahlberg for $20,000 that the Lakers, the Celtics are going to beat the Lakers in the series. I'm going to guess that the white guys actually. Oh my God, the white guys are taking the Celtics and the black guys are taking the Lakers. I mean, who would have guessed that? So I went out last night and I watched the game, and I was at this pretty cool sports bar here in Vancouver, and there were a lot of people in there, and there were girls all there, and they were like, "Hey, let's go on party." I'm like, "Nah, I'm going back to my hotel room and I'm going to bed." I got Opie and Anthony at 7.
Very responsible of you.
Well, that's why he is who he is.
I know.
Very responsible
I love how
guy.
people always think that you can run like a multi-million-dollar corporation partying and getting hookers.
And getting hookers, right.
Dude, you must just get blown every 5 seconds. Actually, no. It's a fucking empire, and it takes up 25 hours a day.
Trying to hold it all together.
Yeah, exactly.
I really do have an 11-year-old boy mentality with business. Do you spend all your money on hookers and nice cars? I really am an asshole. What a flop.
He would never answer that question.
Shit. But I proved how little I knew by that. Who do you see winning against? I fucking really, really like Court McGee a lot.
I really do too, and he was the dark horse in that thing, and wow, man, it's crazy too how much better he got as the show went on.
Yeah.
And he's a tough, durable guy. It's going to be an interesting fight.
How long is he? He's off drugs. He was doing heroin and stuff. How long since
Jesus.
He's like a recovering drug addict. How long has he been like off all that stuff?
I don't know exactly how long he's been off it, but yeah, you're right. He's a recovering junkie.
Do you think that Yeager quit because I was really shocked that he didn't. I mean, do you think he just got rocked in that first round? By the way, I think the judges were very generous giving him a third round. I thought he lost both rounds.
I thought too. I thought it was over.
I thought they should have just. I think sometimes they do that just to keep it interesting. And in that case, it really looked like he lost both of those rounds. Do you think he just got rocked in that first round and lost all of his heart?
If the judges are doing that to keep it interesting. That is the problem. I think I don't know if I think he got rocked in the beginning of the thing, but I think he was exhausted. I think he was exhausted and didn't want to go to that third round. How about, did you see the kick that he landed at the beginning of the fight? I mean, he was literally level with the top of the bar on the octagon. I mean, the kid's an incredible athlete.
Yeah.
And you know, he's only going to get better. I'm sure he got out of there and hooked up with a great camp and trained, but we'll see what happens in the finale.
Yeah, by the third round, he was like, by the second round, he was trying to do spin kicks. He just looked like me turning around with my nervous twitch when I was in Little League. So, Jesus Christ, your foot's got to come off the ground before it hits somebody. So, I think everybody was happy to see him lose. And then fucking Casey calls him outside to fight him for real in the yard, and he stays in the house. He's like coming off, and again, in that world, he's coming off looking like a guy who just talks a lot of shit and can't back it up.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say he couldn't back it up. He did. He you know, right up until that fight, he was, you know, he was looking real good.
Also, if you fight at the house, then Dana shows up and goes, "What the fuck? This is exactly what we're trying not to project." I like that. One of the best episodes was that time that dude body slammed the guy right outside the pool.
Yeah,
and cracked his head open.
I saw that.
That was amazing because they always would come close to having a fight and then they wouldn't have a fight. And somebody finally crossed that line, and they
fuck it.
Yeah. What happens if they have
limo ride to the airport?
Yeah,
all right.
They do booch out immediately.
Enjoy Applebee's.
Is that the rule? If you fight in the house, you got to go because it's a fucking house full of alpha males.
Yes. Yeah, you can't put your hands on each other. You know, we did have a real weird season with Junie Browning, where this kid was an absolute nut, and you know, kept starting fights with the bigger guys. It was when we had both the 55-pounders and the light heavyweights together. And this kid kept causing problems, threw something at somebody, did some other stuff, but I didn't kick him out. I made him stay and I made him fight.
Oh, is that Billy Idol-looking dude who spit on the kid's black belt? Yeah, I remember that.
Billy Idol.
You know what you want to do? I can't fight for shit, but you want to have me in the next season and don't tell anybody I'm a comic, because believe me, they wouldn't know if they've been watching television for the last 5 years. You want to have me in there and just in my awful body, and all I do is like avoid training and hit on them in the shower. That'd be a fucking... And then you film them talking about the fucking weirdo with the fat tits. Why is that guy here? This guy's looking at my cock and just rubbing his fat tits in the shower. It's creepy.
Oh, fuck.
All right, well, the fight is...
Where do you come up with this shit, Norton?
I don't know. It's usually not on the air. It's usually when I'm jerking off into a sock. I'm like, oh, I could talk about that on this show. All right, we got a room full of people here, and we're almost ready to wrap the show up. Let's plug UFC 115. It's Vancouver, British Columbia, at the General Motors Palace. Are there tickets available, or is it sold down only the pay-per-view?
Yeah, it's sold out.
Yeah, this guy sells out. I mean,
I figured it would be. Yeah. It's Saturday, June the 12th.
Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, 7 o'clock West Coast time, right?
Yep.
Okay, and it's obviously
East Coast.
10 o'clock Eastern.
Gotcha.
10 o'clock Eastern. The main events are Crow Cop against Pat Barry, and of course the main event is Chuck Liddell versus Rich Franklin.
You didn't ask him if he found a Pinkberry in Vancouver.
No Pinkberry up here.
Oh, are you dying or what?
He twittered
Dana?
that he didn't go to Pinkberry.
Actually, I tweeted yesterday. I worked out at this gym down the street. Steve Nash has a gym up here. It's incredible. Nicest gym I've ever seen.
Nice.
So that's all you do on the road is pretty much eat Pinkberry and work out and run a fucking, like Bill said, an empire.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, my idea is going to be a fucking hit. I've already pitched myself to Jersey Shore.
Partying all night, but
yeah,
you know.
I know, Norton. Do you go to all the Six Flags
with
like hookers and ride the roller coasters?
Yeah, I really did ask
and run your empire?
Yeah. Does everybody eat cotton candy in the house? Ugh, I should be bukkake by Haitians. All right.
All right, Dana. Always a pleasure. You know that.
I'll talk to you soon, man. UFC 115 tomorrow night, 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. And
Eastern.
I'm happy to see Liddell fighting again because I know he was fucking miserable when he's not fighting.
True. Very true.
Where does Liddell go from here?
Norton, Norton, remember the night at your show down in L.A.? We show up at that show, right? And we get there. He starts having drinks. He's drunk in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And acting like a lunatic. Talking during your show.
Yeah.
And then we go outside, and he starts leg kicking people, and I was just, a year ago.
Chuck was fucking. I was standing outside in the improv talking to Liddell for probably 20 minutes, and Chuck's a lean in talk kind of guy. And he's just
when
like
he's drunk, he is, yeah.
But he was being very pleasant. He's like, and his arms were all out, and everybody at the improv thought that he was going to put my fucking head through a wall. They didn't know if we were friends or if he was actually fucking.
So I'm sure a lot of people tried to come to your assistance.
Yeah, they all did. They were all just like getting paint to fucking cover up the blood stains that were.
I want to hear about the leg kicking outside the club, though. Who would take a leg kick from Chuck Liddell?
Yeah, he was leg kicking people, and who's the guy? The guy performed with you that night from Hot Tub Time Machine.
Craig Robinson. Craig Robinson.
Okay.
Black guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Craig Robinson.
He's out there, and Chuck is trying to talk him into slapping people. And it was just, my point of this story is, this is what I was looking at a year ago.
Right.
And I was like, bro, it's over. You don't want to fight anymore. Why would you want to fight anymore? You've accomplished everything. You got tons of money, and apparently this is what you want to do now. You want to party. And that's why I'm saying, when I say this guy completely turned himself around, I mean, physically, he didn't look this good when he was 22.
Right.
As he looks now.
Well, what I wanted to ask, I know we have to let you go. If Chuck Liddell wins tomorrow night, where does he go from here?
I'll be interested. If he wins tomorrow and looks impressive, then, this is the guy. It's not like we're going to baby this guy. He'll shoot right to the top and start fighting the top of the heap at 205 pounds.
Fuck. Right on. All right.
How about you bring a nice sober Liddell to one of my shows, too? Because Chuck was talking, and he was kind of like, but he wasn't being belligerent. He was just like, kind of heckling. And I'm like, well, I guess you want to heckle, feel free.
Yeah, you really don't come back to him.
And I was telling him, I was like, dude, stop. Shh, be quiet. I want to hear this. You know what I mean? I came here for a reason. Yeah, trust me.
Yeah, it's hard to shush Liddell.
Yeah, babysit Chuck Liddell. Could you imagine, Bill?
Yeah, sometimes you just got to let them heckle.
Christ.
Dude, even if you didn't know he was a UFC fighter, the second you see that mohawk and that one pink fingernail just daring you to fuck with him, I would just be, hey, whatever you want to yell. If any point you want to come up here and tell a couple jokes, I'm all right.
Any white guy with a barrel chest and Asian letters on his head is a fucking problem. All right, we'll talk to you soon, man. UFC 115 tomorrow night, and of course, I'm pulling very, very hard for Liddell, who I really genuinely like.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
All right, talk to you soon, man.
Dana White, everyone.
Bye.
Well, very good. Dr. Z, back to you, because we're running out of the show. Why the fuck are you in here?
Yeah, what do you got going on?
You know what I've got going on? I'm always plugging my Penthouse column. I've got a bunch of toys I was going to show you guys, but I think we're out of time. So
Let's slow down a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to give them to you to try them.
No, we didn't say we're out of time. What do you got? What kind of toys?
No, I had the Penthouse. They sent a whole box. I don't know what you guys did with it.
Ian, would you take a toy from Dr. Z?
Man, I think the feet are the only thing real on her, but they're hot. Do you have foot implants?
Whoa!
No, but she's so hot.
She just came in.
Do you have something in a strap-on dildo?
I don't know if I brought that, but we do have a whole box. Unless you guys already played with the stuff, because I don't know what happened.
Have you got something for
shaking his head.
What happened to E-Rock to the box of sex toys? They're coming? All right.
So I got sex toys.
Just did a 20-minute interview. Didn't have time to grab the ball.
Thanks, Bill. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, because when we say it, they roll their eyes like, oh. You're absolutely right.
Why wouldn't all of her stuff be down here?
Be ready.
Because then it would be a seamless segue.
Right.
That's what would be the problem.
Awkwardly trying to. All right, let's see what the fuck we got here.
Can I have some lube? I like to treat myself from time to time.
You don't like the dry jerk all the time, you know?
Yeah, you know what I mean? You like every now and again you treat yourself, like you go, I'm going to be a bit fancy. I'm going to have a wank and a shower.
Yeah.
You know what, by now he probably has a rug burn by now. He needs
that could be the worst sex toy.
I
in your hand.
I don't like this when they start making lube with tingling for her and warning lubrication for him. Just make it slippery.
Try it out.
What is warning lubrication? What is warning lubrication?
I like lubrication that's like slippery for you and like crushed glass for her.
They call that moss lube.
Yeah, well, I'm not into these little. These are like little fucking.
They're a little too silly for
vibrators for the chick.
A little too silly, yeah. The lipstick
these are for
fucking
girls.
vibrating thing.
You got something in a big rubber tube that a cock goes in, and
we've got plenty of the penthouse.
Pussy
store.
Like, what was that Bronson movie? Remember that? It's for jerking off.
What
he held that
for?
10 to midnight.
Jerking off.
Warren, the guy Warren who was running in the greatest ass ever, that fucking naked guy through the street.
It's not warning lubricant, it's warming lubricant.
Warming,
That's a
not
completely
warning.
different word.
Dumb
warning
bastard.
I thought it gave you a tingle like, it's about to come.
I'm going to use it. I'm using it to. Z, what are you wearing?
It's rape juice.
Z, what type of
Like a
floss?
cold penis.
What type
I
of
don't want
floss
too
are you
long.
wearing under those pants today? Where do you shop?
Yeah.
What type
Probably
of
the same
floss?
place you get
Yeah.
your underwear.
I have a cute little, very gold little bikini type thing.
You know what? I don't
Yeah.
believe you.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
believe
lying.
Ian,
I believe
Ian, work
think
your
so.
magic, will you?
I believe
She's
you, but
gonna-
I'd like you to take
Z,
your clothes off.
Z, let's
Listen to
see
Ian
what
for
you
a
got under. Just a little piece.
Yeah, Ian, work your magic.
A little peek.
Get her
I
naked,
want to
Ian.
see.
Well, I've got to, everybody's got to ask. I don't see
Oh,
anything.
please.
You
You gotta please
pension
for me.
board, just take it out.
I asked you in French for you,
Yeah.
Dr. Z.
Everyone's got to ask.
S'il vous plaît, en français.
S'il te
S'il
plaît,
vous
ma
plaît, juste
chérie.
une petite.
Fais-nous voir un peu ta
Montre-nous.
culotte.
That
To
was the
see this.
sex version of like, how's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, you guys will do better. It's Friday night. How's everybody doing? Who wants to see a titty? Come on.
Okay.
You can do better than that.
TGIF. Let's end it this way with a little peek from Z.
Yeah, it's the end of our Friday show. Hold on.
You got a choice. You
Yes,
can see
Dr.
the
Z.
boobs or you can see the butts. So let's do a vote.
I'd like
What's the third choice?
Let's see what you stand up. Let me see your ass.
I'd like a fisted
Let me see.
vagina. Is that choice on the...
He's betting on green.
The boobs is without the bra or with the bra?
Oh, see now.
Is the boobs wide open?
The boobs, I can pull down the bra.
She will pull down the bra.
So which one do you go?
Let's take a vote.
Let's take a vote.
I'd like the boobs.
Yeah, tits, whatever.
I take the boob, but you have to shake a bit.
I want the French foreskin with a staple in it.
What happened?
A little boob.
What happened? You lost the war.
Oh, man.
That's good. That's good.
Well, should we give the deciding
Don't
vote to
ask
the
which
cook?
one. All of them.
So we got
But you know what? 'Cause
wait,
we're
we got
busy.
three boobs.
Ça marche,
Oh,
ça?
for the love of God, just
What?
make up
What?
your mind. You do it.
What's with the Adams
Surprise
apple?
us.
Hold on.
Are we going to get both the boobs or just one tit? Because
Surprise
if we're
us.
getting one, I want the left one.
Come on, guys. Boobs
No, no.
or butts?
Boobs. It's boobs.
Boobs,
Dr. Z,
boobs.
get
Let's
up,
go.
Dr.
Let's
Z.
go.
Please.
Boobs,
Bravo,
boobs,
bravo.
boobs, 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 boobs,
Yeah,
boobs,
there you
boobs.
go.
I fucking love women.
Slowly unbuttoning her little top there. And she's got
Hey, what do you think so far?
Man, they look real.
They look real. Ooh.
There we go.
Let me just get a
Those
close
slacks
look.
look like they're a little tight. So
Those are great
indenting on the
nipples.
waist.
They are very good. It's a very good job.
Do you have any
Jesus Christ, those
any
are perfect.
Febreze?
Ian, you're getting
Ian,
way
you're a
in
little
there.
too close to the
Can
nipples.
What are you doing?
other people want to watch.
No.
Yeah, get your big
They're
dumb head
hot.
out of the
They're
way.
hot. She has,
Oh, thank you. Thank you for your expert
What's
opinion.
what size is this? What size
let's
is
get a
this?
shot on Twitter.
Well,
No,
I'm not.
they don't.
no.
They don't do that on
Yeah,
Twitter.
you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those are
that
tits, all right.
That was a shot for the cops.
Ian, Jesus, Ian.
Ian, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
You're like
She's got hot boobs.
You're like a doctor.
Your
there.
face is right in there.
He's just like someone going, I'm not gay, really I'm not.
Yeah, he's a little
He
too
thinks you're a little
Yeah, look, I
enthusiastic.
love tits. Look, I'm all about them.
Do you have any stretch marks?
He was really whispering to find
No
out how she
stretch
got her
mark. Let me
legs so
see.
smooth.
Let me see. That's amazing. You got an awesome rack.
Wow. He sounds like Steve Carell in 40-Year-Old Virgin. It's like a bag of sand.
Awesome rack.
I have
Oh,
to
you
agree.
were.
It's great.
No, that's fantastic.
Do they see that? No. It's,
I'm
they
from
don't see
Canada.
Look at
that.
a nervous nod of the head. It's horrible.
I know you're famous. And I know you're a doctor. I did an American Medical Association search. I didn't see you there.
Yeah.
But, doc, this is
can't
the
all
type
be
of
gems, can
doctor
they?
that we need. Yeah. Obama's healthcare plan is in full force.
If you keep talking, eventually something good.
Maybe if we... What if we...
We'll just give up and say okay.
What if we just edited it all, just sort of spliced every word together?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, Dr. Z, that's terrific.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. So you can go to Planet Victoria to see more, of
Oh,
course.
yeah, that's right, Ian. She's got
And
one
I'm
of
going
those
to be
sites.
in D.C. promoting Sin Energy Drink.
Yeah.
At the Stadium Club, the new really hot $3 million nightclub there. So,
Oh, yeah? Hey,
next Saturday.
Did you get married for a green card? Was that
when I
really-
first came here at 17, yes.
When I was, did we talk about that on the show before?
I'm Jesus sure you Christ. have, 'cause it's
Coming out
only
of Penn
been-
Station.
So you're not still married to this guy? Or
No, I was married from 17 to 23.
If I marry you now, can I get a green card? Because I'm after one. Can we get it second?
you need one.
Wait, you got
How
married?
much money you can give me?
How much cash will you
How
give
much
him?
cash?
Hold on. Why, if you got married for the green
$10 and a
card
tit
at
wank.
17, why did you stay in it for 6 years?
It takes a long time, longer than people think. It takes
You
like
have to stay married for a
4
while?
years. You have to get permanent residency, and then you have an interview, and you have to prove it's a bona fide marriage.
Bona
So it
fide.
takes, bona fide marriage. So yeah, you're getting boned, and you're not just
Where are you from originally?
from Ukraine.
Ukraine, all right.
We got everyone represented
hilarious.
today.
All right, they let anyone be a doctor in the Ukraine.
I am doctor from Ukraine. Very good surgery.
Very nice.
Yes.
I deal in the rape. And
Yes, I teach about the fucking of the asshole. You do though, right?
He always does that Ukrainian accent very well.
Yeah, I've
Makes
been in
me
plenty of
wonder
strip
about
clubs.
that. I think you've been tutored.
I haven't
well.
seen an American girl in one of those strip clubs in years.
Years.
Jesus Christ, just one fucking Sally. That's
Yeah,
all I want. One fucking Jane. Not a
Gotta
goddamn...
go to Midwest for that. For the Jane.
yeah, I just want one fucking American girl when I walk in a strip club. And
What about Jill?
The money is... I give you make the sexy dance for the money. Right. Fucking make the sexy dance. Fuck.
You're still
keep coming back,
just outsourcing everything
I know.
now.
I know.
Coming back,
Yeah,
so you
we've
got
just-
like something about
We've
it.
lost it. That's part of America we've lost. Our strippers.
You still got them in the Midwest.
That's what I'm saying. That's where you gotta go. Nice big
Corn-fed
ones.
American fucking beef.
There was one place, Greensboro, North or South Carolina or something like that. I went down there, and the guy after the gig took me to the strip club. The most horrific-looking women I've ever seen in my life.
And most horrific, not most terrific.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
most horrific.
Okay.
But fucking $5, and each hour you could get a lap dance for $5 that included a shot of tequila.
Where is it?
This is and I'm just like, fuck, a bargain's a bargain.
The Tender Trap down there in Huntington.
Wow.
Oh, the Tender
Oh, yeah.
Trap. I
They
used
had
to
some
go
nice
in there.
specials.
You just give the girl $1, and she'd fucking just shake her shit all in front of you. You could grab her ass, fucking tits. You could grab them. They didn't
But
care.
it's when rich guys came in, make it rain
Yeah.
and all that. I reckon we should all get together and go, look, let's fucking tip them with coins. Let's just put the ball back in our court.
Flick a quarter at her and go hit the road.
Just see their gusset just chinging along as they.
We got Joe Rogan now on the phone.
What?
Holy shit.
Wow.
It's an all-star fucking radio show today.
Joe
Joe.
Rogan.
How are you, sir?
What's going down, boy?
What's happening, man?
Just talked to your boy Dana White.
Oh, yeah?
Talking about Chuck
up.
Liddell and UFC 115. But what are you calling about?
I'm calling about that, I guess. Steve told me to call. I'm on my way to the airport.
Oh.
When did you talk to Steve? He said he's unreachable.
Yeah.
He Twittered me last night.
That said, call the show.
Call the show. There's
He gave
not
me a
enough
number and
guests.
everything.
See, I can even fuck things up when I'm not here.
He wants an oversaturation.
Yeah, it is oversaturation today.
Hey, what are you going to Vancouver right now?
Yeah, I'm in a car on the way to the airport right now.
Have you been to Vancouver before?
Oh, I love it up there.
I hear nothing but great things about this damn city.
They have outstanding weed, and it's everywhere.
And Joe would know too. That's like that's a great endorsement.
But you don't smoke before the announcing, do you?
No, that's the one time I don't get high. Because when I'm high, I will start. Most of my jobs that I do, it like almost requires me to have like loose thinking and just start rambling about anything.
Yeah.
You know, like being on stage, that's a good thing. It helps you ad lib.
Yeah.
But on doing UFC commentary, that's a terrible idea.
How many
Because,
hours? Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, because some fights could be boring, and in the middle of the boring fight, I might just start talking about space or something.
You go off about that shit.
You know what?
I don't trust myself.
You got to make a deal with Dana where he allows you to do that one time only. Yeah, that would rule.
Me. It's not a good idea.
How many hours out?
Fighters.
Okay.
You know, those fighters, I was just going to say, those guys, they train for 6 weeks. It's just a huge event for them. They got some fucking stoner talking stone pot talk about the universe while they're fighting their heart out. Disrespectful.
Yeah.
God damn. It is. Joe would be in there, hey, man, why do they have to fight? You know?
Yeah.
Why can't we all just kind of hang out?
Yeah.
Make peace, not war.
Like, eventually, these guys have to realize, man, that this is, like, affecting the way they think forever, man.
Yeah.
Joe,
I'm becoming a fan of your podcast. You tweet that shit, and then I sit around going, God, when is he going to start this thing? And then all of a sudden he's like, well, I was going to start at noon, but a piece broke, so I got to go down the street. I'll be back in an hour.
A piece broke.
Oh, yeah.
Not nearly as professional as Anthony set up.
It's it's frustrating, though. You're sitting there like, okay, it's showtime, and no, Joe's at a Radio Shack because something broke.
I'm going to start doing mine again real soon. I just got a new thing. It's called live text. Specifically, I got it just so I could put a scroll on the bottom that'll say stuff like, caller is a shithead. And it scrolls like the news. Like, I'll spend $1,000 so I could just put, the caller's a dick. I just keep buying broadcast quality stuff to do dick jokes with. Asshole.
What is the name of the piece of equipment that you use to work your green screen?
Oh, yeah, it's a TriCaster Studio. The thing's fucking amazing. It's a television studio in a little box. Fucking, I have my whole one room in my basement painted chroma key green, and I can make it like I'm anywhere in the world.
Yes.
Or I'm sitting at a fancy fucking studio desk. Or
This way you can have 10-year-olds in little green outfits and no one can see them.
One of the best times was when Jimmy fucking took the green screen that I used to have before I painted the walls, and I have a screen, so it was just laying on the floor. He covered himself with it completely, so he was invisible, and just stuck his bare ass out.
Oh, yeah.
So it was just Jimmy's floating bare ass around the fucking studio.
That's a scary thought.
Oh, it was great. And then I fucked it.
Yeah. And then we just threw the thing down and realized it was me, so it wasn't gay. It's not gay, it's for the laugh.
I was going to get one of those TriCaster things, but that's like $8,000, isn't it?
They're pretty expensive, yeah. I usually every couple of months I go for the big buy. This month it was a 50 caliber M107 Barrett rifle.
Yeah, I saw the photos online. That thing's ridiculous.
Yeah, there's no reason to have this thing, none whatsoever, except that it's very loud and you laugh when you shoot it.
But what if you want to shoot somebody across like Long Island Sound?
I could probably fucking reach Connecticut with it. Yeah.
Just some dick on a yacht.
I never saw it coming.
Yeah, it's got like a mile and a half range. People have been killed a mile and a half away with this thing.
Yeah, but that's one of those things. Like, you're probably the only guy on Long Island that has one. So I saw one of those first 48. Some fucking idiot got a 50 caliber gun and shot somebody with it.
They found Desert Eagle.
Yeah, they found him in like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
like, okay, how many people own one of those?
Yeah, you don't want to commit crimes with like the only weapon in town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking rob a bank in a Duesenberg.
Hey, shit.
Well, Vancouver awaits, Joe.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm fired up. It's an awesome town. I was going to go there if the United States got too hairy after 9/11.
Oh, really?
If war started breaking out here, that was my plan B.
Oh,
right to Vancouver.
Please, run to my house. We'll have a pisser. Forget about it. I'm waiting for anarchy to kick in.
I know you are. That's what I'm running as far away from your house as possible.
Anarchy or zombie invasion, and I'm fucking.
You're ready.
I'm giggling my balls off.
Yeah, he's gonna be like Tom Cruise at the end of what the fuck was that? At Taps. Yeah, it's fucking beautiful,
man. It's fucking beautiful.
We're gonna be at the. We're gonna be at the end of your block waving wild T-shirts. Friendlies.
Yeah.
Same side. Same side.
Yeah.
Coming in.
Friendlies with a wild shirt.
What's the
food and water stored?
Just in my gun closet.
And a pool in the back to drink out of.
Yeah, why not?
A pool to drink out of.
I could store some stuff. I got plenty of beer. I got a couple of kegs downstairs. It's great. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Get drunk and
you got the munitions. You go
people.
out, you'll take the food.
That's it. Exactly. I'm the one that gets the food from the other people.
Right. First thing you do is you shoot the neighbor's pet just to set the tone.
You ever seen that show on Alaska where these people they're forced to live in like a cabin together?
Yes.
And they have to forage for their own food.
Yeah.
And there's fucking nothing to eat. They go out all day and they shot a squirrel, but it fell into a hole and they couldn't get it, so they starved.
Yeah, it's great.
Sounds like a great
You realize how fucking hard it is to go get your own food.
Yeah. It's a handful of ice with piss in it. It's a snow cone. That show is really fucking creepy.
Yeah, it's scary as shit. It's scary as shit when you really consider what would happen if the supermarkets closed down.
Oh, man. We talk about this all the time. Like, if the power went out, we were talking about how long would it take if the power went out, like, all over the whole world, for it to completely break down, for the system to just fucking break down.
2 days.
I said 2 days. I said the same thing.
They would wait
like
a week.
a week.
They would wait a week and then realize,
fucking way it's going a week.
Not a week. 3-4 days.
People would lose their mind in 3 days at
The
most.
first people to go nuts would be bachelors because they got nothing in their fridge, right?
So they start starving.
Yeah, once they eat their moldy cottage cheese.
No, the first people that would go nuts are the people with kids. Because let me tell you something. If you're hungry, that's one thing. If my baby's hungry, I'll fucking kill someone, bring back...
Yeah, parents would start going crazy, but they don't have that fucking killer instinct.
Yeah,
You don't think so?
The kids,
Are you
let them
kidding me?
die first. We were
My killer
here.
instinct has kicked way in more since I've had kids.
You would just go crazy because you can't plop them in front of TV. Those won't shut up.
Yeah, why do I
talking.
can't put in a Disney video? Fuck.
Yeah, fuck.
This kid won't shut up. I have to talk to him.
I don't plop them down in front of the TV unless I really, really need to relax.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah. Wait a few more years. You will be doing it soon.
What, being stoned 12 hours a day, is it relaxing enough for you?
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I bet he's a good dad. Little spinning back kick if he opens his
I'm
mouth.
amazed how good I am at it, or how much I enjoy it, actually. I love it.
Yeah,
It's really,
all the
it's really
guys.
pretty incredible.
I've seen that shit. Like my brother, he just turned on a dime. He turned into daddy guy.
I was saying
Because it's your kid. It's because it's your kid. Anybody else's kid is annoying as fuck.
Joe, I said that.
When it's your kid.
I said that exact thing to Anthony before the
just
show
said it
today.
this morning.
I still hate everyone else's kids, but man, I'm all in with mine. All in.
Until you find out they're not really yours.
She's killing.
She's killing.
Are you taking notes?
Or he'll kill you.
It's too sappy
Yeah.
for me that daddy talks.
Yeah, you don't like kids there, Dr. Z?
Yeah, I have two my almost the time when I kill them.
Oh, you've already got 2.
Yes.
You're in good shape for a woman who's thrown 2 out. Well done.
They're still alive. They're still alive.
Yeah.
They're still
alive.
How old are they?
7 and 3.
I assumed you hadn't killed them.
Years.
Yeah.
I didn't think you'd go, I have 2 kids. One of them's dead.
Yeah, no kidding.
Surprisingly,
It
yes, they're
only
still
lasted a month. Cop death. What do you know?
Although there was no
People, you
TV,
guys
not
have a
sure what
studio.
I did.
Joe,
I told you,
it's
Joe.
pandemonium
There's
in here.
at least 10, maybe more. 2, 3, 4.
All right, well,
yeah, there's
it's
like 10 or
ridiculous
11.
having someone on the line then.
That's all
So
right.
I
That's
love
all
you
right.
guys. Love listening. Always good talking to you. I'll let
Absolutely,
you guys go.
Joe.
And,
Okay.
and next time I'm in town, Anthony, I'm going to do your show. I'm going to come over. We're
I
gonna
would
get
be
drunk,
fucking great, man. Come over. We'll
We're gonna do it.
pounce them down and have some fun.
and let's fucking shoot something in the water.
No problem. 50 cal right into the pool.
Nice.
Take care, guys.
See you later,
Joe.
Joe. Have fun in Vancouver. Joe Rogan.
I like Joe.
We got to wrap up, man.
A lot of people have been asking. Actually, Andy Levy wanted to go to the range with me. It's like, hey,
I want to go to the range with you. Let's do it.
Like
Andy Levy?
Doesn't seem like the kind of guy that would want to get, go to the range and fire up some weapons, Andy.
Yeah.
I shake after I've been there once and I shot a big gun. My hands were
Were you
shaking.
shaking? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not for me. I couldn't own a gun. I'd shoot someone.
Would you?
People I love as well. like just.
I was going to say, you kind of look like a sociopath.
The fight I would have, some girlfriend bang your. I'd Phil Hartman that shit up on a daily basis.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, no, I
heard that somewhere.
I couldn't have a gun in my house. I'm being serious.
Yes, thank you, Frenchie. I know, Spider-Man.
I prefer the
Spider-Man.
Friendly
neighborhood Spider-Man. Does he swing? Yes, boom, boom, boom. La, 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 he's a Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Bonjour.
Kevin for little girls. What a creepy fucking French song that is. Saint Kevin for little girls. Because little girls got...
Where did you hear that?
What's his name? Who did that?
Maurice Chevalier.
Maurice Chevalier.
This guy's...
Gerard Depardieu sings it in a film.
For hairless twats.
Is Gerard Depardieu your most famous French person? He's probably...
French person?
Yes. He's probably the best looking one, isn't he? He's really your movie star that you had.
He's a big movie star. I think he should get a nose job personally because
we were waiting for that.
Out of this world.
But then he gets to smell the stinky vagina more accurately than everybody else. But
that's true.
And he can fuck it.
What about Bruno?
A lot of women think the bigger the nose, the bigger everything else.
No.
Yeah, the bigger the nose, the bigger the boogers.
Is Carla?
The bigger the nose, the bigger the yarmulke.
The bigger the loan.
Why can't they just judge the cock? Why do you have to go for feet and noses?
Fuck. You can't see the cock.
Yeah, but a girl like you don't have to go, oh, he's got a big nose, he's got a big cock, he's got big feet, he's got a big cock. A girl like you just ask to see the cock.
Yeah, let me see
we'll show you.
And you'll see it.
Okay, show me your cocks,
But
all of
in
them.
private.
He said just ask.
But in private, you know.
Okay.
I heard every part of the male body they'll say, well, that women have said that. Oh, you know, big ears, big dick. It's like, really? Just fucking big sit on your back. That must be a big dick.
Big cock. Yeah. So what is big cock? You know, what is that? Big feet?
Does a woman with a big foot has a big vagina?
No.
Maybe. Well, I think she has a longer. They say that Asian women who are smaller in general do have shorter vaginal canal and smaller in general. So.
That's because they're shorter. That just stands to reason. That's just.
And usually shorter people have shorter feet.
Yeah. So you're quite a tall girl. So what are you saying?
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty loose. Loosey.
Very tight. You know, I do my Kegling.
Did Evel Knievel ever have a fake stunt?
Kegels is the key.
A failed stunt, sorry.
Parachute ever deployed before he hit the other thigh?
Elevator Kegels, guys, is the key.
Kegel, elevator.
Yeah, but you don't know for sure. No man's going to tell you if it's big.
Yeah.
You don't know.
You can. I have an incredible strength because I do Kegeling all the time.
Yeah, can he crack walnuts?
So I can actually squeeze. I can actually make a guy come just from squeezing my muscles.
Really?
Which one?
Train them.
A fucking
you got to train those muscles.
13-year-old boy.
Show us on Anthony.
Porno for the whole day. What? What am I saying?
My girlfriend can look.
Who has a bigger dick? Let us know. Opie or Anthony? Just look at them.
God, I wish. I'm not that clairvoyant.
You're not clairvoyant?
I'm sorry, Opie, but I reckon Anthony would have a bigger cock out of the two of you.
Well, let's vote. Let's see who.
I can only go based on. I can only go based on what happened in Boston.
Yeah, the Massachusetts.
I think Anthony has a bigger one, but I'd rather touch Opie's.
Yeah. I bet I think Opie probably has bigger balls. Like, I bet his balls hang lower. He has a bigger bag.
I reckon Opie has silky fucking pubes as well, like that blonde, like really soft,
blonde,
silky.
Yeah.
No. I don't know.
I think he shaves.
Coarse and red.
Yeah. I got.
Yeah.
Wow. Bill Burr probably knows.
Bill,
just because he's got the red hair thing happening.
Sienna.
Yeah.
Sienna.
They look like Montgomery from Fame.
We do have to get out of here.
Ron Fez.
Who do you think has a bigger dick, LeBron James or Anthony?
Oh, well, come on.
You've got me
You got to give it to LeBron.
Yeah, we just got to compare and
Gotta give it
I'll be
to him.
happy to measure you guys.
I bet I could bottom out in you, though. I bet I could hit cervix.
I don't know about that.
I bet I could hit cervix.
Yeah, he's got a long arm.
She's big, this one. Huh? She's big and long. Yeah, you're long.
She's like the Eurotunnel.
I don't know how long.
The Eurostar.
That's a good one when you bang the bushing inside. When you hit the little bushing.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
And then they kind of go like, ow.
When you hear
makes
like,
you feel good.
I'm just happy if I fucking clear the hair and hit the lips.
That's right. It's when you hear like cartilage cracking.
Yeah.
It's like someone snapped someone's nose.
Cartilage.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get the plugs in. Dr. Z, we start with you. Ladies first. What do you got going on?
I'll be showing my tits in Atlantic City.
I'm a doctor.
I don't think Bill's a fan of yours, Dr. Z.
I'm playing around.
I'm catching a vibe here.
I think he
Dr.
is.
Z.
Yeah. What do you got going on?
Could you give me a referral to Dr. C?
I'll be in DC at the Stadium Club, and I might even show you my tits. I don't know, depending on what mood I am in. I'm going to be promoting Sin Energy drinks, signing my posters, giving away toys.
So really contributing.
Yeah, contributing
To society.
Yeah, that whole doctor.
Yes, Bill.
That whole doctor thing, it's really like, it's on the same level of like the honorary degree at this point. It's like everybody's a doctor.
Like Dr. William H. Cosby
Yeah, you're
Jr.
a doctor, yet you're on television and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That dude with the scrubs on Oprah.
Oh, right.
I love how they got to go out and dress like their jobs.
You guys are not, okay?
Oh, Bill.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
jealous.
I wish I was on TV. Jesus.
No, you're jealous that she's a doctor and you're not.
Oh, then I'm a doctor. That's exactly
You don't
That's
know
it.
me.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
I could be
That's
a doctor.
exactly
There's
what
some
it is.
jealousy there, Bill.
Totally.
That's the creepiest look you were giving her, Danny.
It's exactly what it is. I like how they have to like dress like their jobs now. Not you. I'm not saying you. I'm saying like that guy. That guy in Oprah. The guy who comes out in the scrubs like he's going to deliver a baby.
Well, just
like it's not enough to say that he's a doctor.
But he's got to wear the
uniform. He actually looks like he's going to a Halloween party, dressed. Like, he's got the stethoscope and all that shit.
Just in case, he might need it.
It turns chicks on, you know.
You're a
what?
doctor.
You might
Wear the
wanna
uniform.
try it.
Have some pride.
You might want to try it. Wear scrubs. put the
Oh, what are you
stethoscope.
saying about Bill Burr?
Yeah, so you're saying just lie about our lives.
Yeah, just be a liar.
Yeah, why don't you impersonate a job that women enjoy?
Yeah.
How about impersonate a cop? Knock on the door and just rape them.
Yeah, exactly.
Impersonate the oil delivery guy and fucking ravage the family.
Dressed like an old school. Dressed like Matlock.
Yeah.
You get one of those like big mirror. Whatever happened to those circle mirror discs?
The old mirror on the head that the doctors used to
That's
wear.
really sexy. And you
What was
just
the
imagine-
purpose behind
Sexy.
that?
You look like a Marx brother.
I was the only way they had light that
When
they could
I was
shine
a-
it down
when
people's
I
You
was
can
a
shine it
little
down your
kid,
vagina. It's kind
my-
of
Oh,
sexy.
nice.
My doctor used to smoke. I remember this in the fucking office. Like as you came in, like you'd have an ashtray. But you're
it's
French.
British.
Everyone
British are
smokes
like-
in France.
Yes.
In France,
real
man,
snob.
people are like smoking in cancer wards.
Yeah.
Just like,
We don't care.
Holding it like this.
yeah.
Smoking everywhere. Thank heaven for chemotherapy.
Good chemo makes me stronger every day.
We unfortunately have to get out of here now. So,
French.
Bill's at Caroline's.
Yes, I am.
Hello,
Tonight
Bill.
and tomorrow, 212-757-4100. And let's
Yes.
not forget the podcast you do.
Yes.
That's a fine podcast
Yes.
as well. Available on iTunes.
Monday morning podcast.
Bill's Monday morning podcast. Jim Jefferies, Stress Factory.
I don't have any extracurriculum things that I do whatsoever.
No. And the Wilbur Theater for Boston.
And the
second
Wilbur
show
Theatre,
added.
yeah, we just put on a second show for
Nice.
that, and we just booked in Club Nokia in LA, and I'm gonna need to sell some tickets for that.
Right the fuck on. Frenchie, you got anything?
No.
Thank God.
Nothing.
Chef, you're good?
No.
I'm good. Thank you.
I'll be cooking for
I forgot she
the
was
guy
here.
that played soldier number 3 in Platoon.
Yeah. And do you want to know something really naughty about him? He had peanut butter.
Oh my God!
That might be the best gig I'll get from now on after this show.
Damn! Could be right.
come
She
on,
did let
everybody
the
have
cat out of
fun.
the bag.
You gave
Said
up too
something
much
about
today, huh?
Toby and his Snickers bar or something.
Ian Halpern, what do you got?
It's His Highness to everybody, and I have the movie coming out June 25th, 9 o'clock.
When are you coming out?
2-hour special. I'm going home with Z. Z and I are gonna,
You love my back massage so
It's
much.
the first film to play in 50 countries, 50 different languages on one day. It's called Gone Too Soon. I want to thank everyone for being here today,
Star
especially
Wars didn't
Z.
do that?
And Z.
I hope you didn't get the rug burn from that.
No, you know what? Seriously, you know how you got the moves. Definitely, I could say it firsthand right now. Those
You're gonna
feet,
be a star.
those feet, you know,
You got the look that's all
when you
together.
go to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, they're going
shampoo commercials he's stealing
implant
from?
your feet.
Yeah, what are you doing?
right.
Baby, you're going to make it after all.
I'm going to
I'll put you in the movies.
Who do you think's
I'm
going
waiting for the line. I'll put you in the movie.
Who's going to the Walk of Fame first, me or Anthony?
Walk of Fame.
Walk of Fame. What, you think they're just fucking giving these things away?
It's only $5,000, man.
Like, if they're giving it up to you, it'll fucking start reaching San Diego.
Ian, we're trying to get out of here.
All right, peace out.
Jimmy, you good?
Ciao, ciao, everybody.
I got the.
Bonjour, talk to
All right.
Merci, au revoir.
I got a plug. Shut up.
Jimmy's
Gone Too Soon,
All right, we
super
get it.
film.
Throw the white flag
Michael
up.
Jackson.
Boo.
God.
Chicago Just for Laughs, Vic Theater next Friday the 18th. I got 2 shows with Greg Giraldo, The Nasty Show, and then July 2-3, Borgata Casino in Atlantic City.
Just make believe that mic stand is a rifle and get it as far away from it as possible.
Oh, see, because you guys were...
See, because they threw
long.
their guns
Cowards.
down.
Yeah.
Too long.
TGIF.
See, it was
All right,
desertion.
all right, let's start our weekends.
Dude, TGIFs are like fucking clubs over there. Like
Yeah?
they party. I just
Really?
figured I'd add that to end
You
the
like
show.
that? To end the that's a
Something
good note to end the show.
TGIF, thank God I felch.
Let's get out of here.